lifting of our voices, continue to receive our offering. Receive our best, because we understand that there's nobody like you in all the earth. And we're not ashamed to lift you. Actually, we freely do it. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship you, Lord. And we cry, oh, oh, oh. There's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. Oh, oh, oh. There's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And oh, oh, oh. There's nobody like you, Lord. Nobody like you, Lord. And we're crying, oh, oh, oh. Nobody like you, Lord. That's all the song says. No. Say, oh, oh. Nobody like you. Nobody like you. We freely worship. Cry out. That's it. There's nobody like you. Nobody, nobody. Say, oh, there's nobody like you. I know what I'm talking about. There's nobody. Lift your voice and sigh and say, oh. Nobody like you, Lord. Nobody, nobody. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Say, I really love you, Lord. I really love you, Lord. Hey, say, that's it, that's it, that's it. Say, I really love you. Yes, I do. Say, oh, we love you, Jesus. Say, you are my glory, Lord. You are my glory, and a shield for me. Say, oh, yeah. Nobody like you. Nobody like you. Now take this moment and give God your best offering. Come on. Open up your mouth.
Right. So how do we find the song? How do we find the chords? Very simple. Once you learn your scales in all 12 keys, you'll be able to identify what key the singer is going to be doing their songs. Some will pitch the key. And by the way, y'all, my name is Andre Clark, aka Bishop Drayster Clark on Facebook. Bishop Drayster Clark on Facebook. But I'm moving my content here to YouTube and see what happens, right? I'm not a keyboard player at all. I'm actually an organ player. Um, Alright, so if you don't mind, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that share button. Alright, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, right? Share with the mom or dad, a cousin, an uncle. Let them know that there's some new cat on the line. All right. Now, I'm not here to steal anybody's members. If y'all are members somewhere else on another channel somewhere, I'm not here to steal anybody's membership from nobody's church. Y'all remember back in the day, people be getting mad, preachers be getting mad because somebody that came through and preached, preached the heavens down, and preached the hell out of folk. That's right, the devil out of folk. And now they want to go to that membership, and then now they want to, other preachers want to accuse other preachers from stealing their members. You a grown adult, and you can choose who you want to be a part of, especially if they're positive. Especially if somebody's positive and they're not negative, and no negative vibe and all that foolishness, because I'm not into that. So y'all gonna know me in a minute, real quick. I'm not into no foolishness. But I'd rather get away from the foolishness and stay positive. Even if negative come your way, you got to know how to respond to it, right? You know, so I have my options on how I respond to negativity. But listen here, this is your boy Andre Clark. I'm about to say Bishop Tracy Clark from Facebook. If you want to go over there, you can if you would desire. I'm like I said, I'm moving my contents here to YouTube and giving it a try. I'm giving it a try, all right? So, yeah, share this with your mom, your dad, your cousin, uncles, nieces, nephews, the pastor wife, the bishop wife, whoever. If you want to learn how to play, I'm just demonstrating that, hey, if I want to know how to play on the keyboard, I got to put just a little bit of effort into it, just a little bit. And that's all it's going to take. And if I have my other phone over there, I'll bring it over here. And I'll say, hey, listen, I just want to spend just a few minutes on practicing. Can I actually do this on iPad? I've never tried that, actually. Now that I've sat here and thought about it, do I got a clock on here? I'm supposed to have a clock on here. Oh, I do got a clock on here. Oh, I'll be all right. Hot dogs and chili dogs all together. Let me see now. How do I do that? So I have like a little timer on here. Okay, and then we have the alarm. Oh, I didn't know I could do all that. So I could set up like an alarm on here. Set up. Let's say what time is it? I got my other cell phone over here. I forgot. All right, so let's say it's like about almost about to be 1 o'clock or so, something like that. If I was kind of a beginner musician, whatever I forgot I have my other phone there. I got another phone over there in the corner, over there on my Hammond organ over there. But if I wanted to set up a time frame, say I wanted to spend, you know, 1 minute of something, right? And literally 1 minute, because it's already 12:59. So I'll just sit here and put save. This should be let me know when my clock is gonna go off. I gotta figure out how to turn it off, but hopefully I can get this on the first try. And then just start with something like that song. Let's go back to the song. I'll hear the first couple minutes of it, which I've already did. So I already figured out the key. There are times
Body like you and all.
So she's already telling
And
me.
we're not ashamed to
She's already
lift you.
kissed the key.
Actually, we freely do
All
it.
right, cool. That should take me about a few moments. Let me see. E flat 1, F2, G3, A flat 4, B flat 5, C6. Number 7 is D. Back to the 1. Okay, then she sung.
We freely worship. Nobody like you, Lord. That's all the song says. No.
Got it already?
Say
6, 4,
nobody like you.
1,
Nobody like
5.
you.
Got it already from the gate, because she did the melody there. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2. I got the chord already. C minor, I go C minor on the 6 to the 4, A flat, and 1 E flat, and B flat, 5. Oh, my time is already up. But look how quickly I was able to learn this song. Right? It did take me 5 hours to figure this song out. All right. It didn't take me 5 hours. So I got the logistics of the song, if that makes any sense. So let me see. Now I just gotta get a speed or a tempo for it. Uh, in my mind, there's nobody like you, Lord. There's nobody like you, Lord. I can't sing. Now we're going to C6. Six, C minor 7. A flat at 2. Nobody like you, Lord. E flat at 2. Nobody like B flat at 2. That's it. Oh, that's it. Now it's all about what I want to do next. So take me to the 4. Nobody like you. Take me to the 1. Nobody like you. 5. C minor. I tried to do something funny, right? Now, I'm not a keyboard player, you know. Trying to find a way, trying to find a different way to approach the move. Trying to find a different way to mess with. Ba da da, ba 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 da. Okay, so the basics of the whole movement is really identifying, that the fact that you need to learn to identify the key. And then I heard the melody line. But honestly, what I really was listening for was the bass line. Even though the musician really wasn't playing chords that I was looking for. And that's why I did not try to play what the band was doing in the background because I didn't care for it. So I'm going to think about how I want to voice this song in my own way. And the first thing I've heard her doing, actually, she went, the melody line. Now, I heard the melody line. However, but my ears is hearing this bass line. If I can figure out the bass line and knowing my scales in all 12 keys, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So you want to learn your scales and your number system. Okay? You want to learn your scales in that number system. Now, what bounce am I on? Hey, look up. Is it this one over here? Oh, that one over here. So yes, I have to learn my scales, right? And what mouse I'm using? Oh, there it is. My scales in the number system, right? So once you learn the scale, let's see what number is this? 10. Oh, there it is. All right. So once you learn your number system, your scales, and all 12 keys, you'll be able to identify. Okay, where we going? So let's put the chords to the scale, right? So, and this is how I actually learned this song, by the way. And matter of fact, I actually learned this song on the organ, basically. And my honey gave me the song. It's like, yo, we gonna do this on Sunday. She gave it to me on late Saturday night, and I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, we're gonna do this on tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, whether you like it or not, whether you ready or not. We gonna do it. So, and then she went to bed, and I'm like, really? So I learned this song way back in 2019, right before the pandemic. Literally right before the pandemic, actually. All right. So back in 2019, around about my birthday, somewhere around there, November-ish, October, November, somewhere in there. I know it was right before my birthday, or right during that time. And it was right before COVID hit us in 2020. So I said, okay, let me learn this formula, right? E flat to 1, F minor 2, G minor 3, A flat 4, B flat 5, right? C minor 6, D minor, D minor 7, back to the 1. Okay, so I had to learn this formula. Right? I literally just learned this formula, and I said, let me see if this formula is going to make me learn things a little bit quicker. Now I have my own formula where we go major on the 1, everything on the 1, minor on the 1. Did I play that wrong? E flat major on the 1, E flat minor on the 1. I'm just playing all these chords on the 1. Now there are more chords that you would have played the 7 chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I just did a minute ago, right? E flat on the 1, and I did my inversions too, y'all. So I kept doing my inversion. Look at my left hand trying to get away. Left hand trying to get away. So E flat, root, first inversion, second inversion, right? Root position, first inversion, second inversion, right? I'm working with my left hand a lot because I'm right-handed. So if I'm weak with the left hand, I want the left hand to catch up. And I cut myself a few days ago. So sometimes it be bothering me, but let me take off the Band-Aid because it's starting to look raggedy. All right. And I keep changing the Band-Aid, but I don't even know how. Oh, I know how I sliced myself on my backpack over there. Something was sharp on it, so it cut me up. Cut me up, but it didn't stop me from playing, y'all. So yeah, so I will work with the left hand so I can get the left hand familiar with chords. Okay. To get it familiar with chords. All right, so the scale, in order for me to learn that song, I have to learn the scale, right? And then the number system. So E flat was the 1. Right? So before you do a song, if you're new at this, learn your scales, right? So your 1 is E flat in the scale. 2 is F. 3 is G. Number 4 is A flat. B flat is 5. 6 is C. Number 7 is D. And then technically back to the 1. We could call it 8 if we do a continuation because same note is E flat, right? So number 8 is now E flat. And, all right, my F is now the 9 because we're doing a continuation. G is technically the 10 now, right? Right. The 4 is 11, A flat. The 5 is B flat. Now is 12. All right, and the 6 is C, which is technically down to 13. And technically we go back to the 1, but yeah, we're on the 7, which is D, but we might use the word 17, 14, which I doubt it. I haven't heard that before. And then we're back to the 1. I got a note stuck somewhere. Okay. All right, cool. So once you learn this formula, then now we will put the chords together. We got the number system knocked down and the scale, which is your notes, and then now we're gonna put chords to it. E flat on the 1, and I just did my inversion. Look at my left hand trying to get away again. My left hand tried to get away. Everything was on 1. E flat major root, first inversion, second inversion. Okay, now I'm going to the E flat minor move. All I did was what did I do? Flat the 3rd and went to the E flat minor. That's on the 1. Now this is the formula that I used for years, right, to deal with my chords, right? But I'm on the 1, still on the 1. So I did an E flat major root. Now I'm on the 1. Now you notice I'm making my left hand work. All right, so I have E major. Now I go into the E flat minor on the 1. I'm gonna try to do my inversions. Root position, right? First inversion, sorry about that. Second inversion. Okay, back to root again. All right, back to first inversion. Y'all know this is crazy doing this like, but there's a reason why I'm messing with it, right? But like I said, trying to make my left hand work. E flat root position, right? First inversion, second inversion. E flat minor root position. You can do it down here too. It's kind of dark. Root position. First inversion, second inversion, back to root. Right, back to first inversion again, and to second inversion. Okay, cool. So I got the E flat move, I got the minor move. All right, now I'm going to go augmented E flat, and everything is built off your major chord. sharp the 5. Now I have an E flat augmented chord. Now it may sound so dark down here, so of course that's the reason I put it here. In the same scenario, do my inversion. I had the root position. And I'm gonna move my bottom to the top. And then I have what? First inversion. Move my bottom to the top. And now it's here. And of course, move my bottom back to the top where it was, right? Okay, so now we have the E flat major move, the minor move, and the augmented move. Right. Now I'm gonna do the bonus adds the 7 to the E flat. 7. Because you're gonna hear chords that are being applied in songs. So I'm getting this in my ear, in my spirit right now. Alright, so all I did was sharp the 5. Remember, this is E flat. How you I'm sorry. Hold up, wait a minute. All I'm doing is sharpen my 5, which is okay, well, forget it. I'll tell y'all in another. So we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Sharp 5 is here, right? Okay. So then we have the 6, right? Sharp 6, and then we have the 7, right? Y'all kind of follow what I'm saying? So I have the sharp what? The 5. So I sharp the 5. That's when you got the E flat major chord, sharp 5. Sharp the 5. And then we have the 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7. So I had a E augmented, right? Well, remember, I had the sharp 5, 5. And all I did now was have the sharp 5. And then I have my 7 here. Okay? Alright. Because remember, we had the E major chord, and all I did was sharp the 5 and add the 7. Because in the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all get it? Okay, cool. Alright, now so we have the E flat major, we have the minor move. I did my inversions already. We had the augmented move. Then I gave the bonus add 7. Okay, now we're gonna go E flat diminished. Go back to the major chord, flat the 5, a 3, and then flat my 5 going the other way now. Not sharp, flat, half step back. Alright, and then I have the 6 in the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have an E flat diminished 7. E flat diminished 7. We also know that it is the C diminished mama group. I call it the mama group or the family or whatever, right? The group. C diminished group. And that's where the E flat diminished 7 is coming from. Doing inversions. This is a C diminished group. Right? Or family. Half step up is the C sharp or D flat diminished 7 group. And then we have the half step up, the D diminished group or family. And you know your inversion. That's what this inversion is all about. Oh, because you're going to do inversions. Okay? The next one is the inversion. D flat or C sharp diminished 7. Same scenario. You're going to be doing it inversion. E diminished 7. G diminished 7, and either B flat diminished 7 or A sharp diminished 7, depending on the key signature that you say you in. The next diminished 7, you have D diminished 7, and then you have F diminished 7 on the bottom. Then you have A flat diminished 7 or G sharp diminished 7, and then B diminished 7, or it could be C flat diminished 7, depending on the key signature you're actually in. That's a bonus. I gave y'all a bonus on that one. Okay, so let's get back to the movement what we was doing. So I have the E flat root position. I did my inversion already. I had did the E flat minor. I did the inversions there, right? Okay, and then I took you to the augmented move, and I did my inversions there, and I gave you the bonus note because you're gonna hear those chords. Remember them. E flat is gonna be a major 7 sharp 5 chord. Of whatever key is gonna fall on whatever the key is gonna fall on. E flat major 7. I'm using the word E flat because that's the note I'm hitting. E flat major 7 sharp 5. Sharp 5. Because this was E flat. Remember? 1, 3, 5. Sharp 5. And add the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Y'all know it's gonna come up. This chord's gonna come up. Alright. Okay. Alright. And yes, it's going to come up. Whether you like it or not, this chord is going to come up, right? So now that you're going to get it, and it's coming off from the augmented chord, and at the 7, it's coming off the major chord, sharp to 5, right? And then you add the 7 in the scale of E flat. Oh, if this chord is going to hit you, whether it be in the left hand or whether it's going to hit you in the right hand, it's going to get you. So pay attention to that, because it's going to come and hit you one way or another. Now, most of it, if not majority of the chords, you can use the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I told you it's coming. It's coming for you. It's gonna come for you. Now you can transpose it. I told you it was coming for you. And if you know how to take that augmented chord, it's really you. Okay, so I think I caught somebody's attention to this, right? And all I did was just switch the hand and said, let me go ahead and put the chord in the right hand, right? And count from the note, half step back. The half step back from there is 6 notes back. From the half step note from this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes back. Woo! And then you figure out what bass line that might sound cool to put it on. You want to try B? Try B. Woo! I just had to do that. You never know. B or F. Okay, now you know you're stepping your game up real quick. Let's get back to what I was doing. Because the whole idea was to learn this one song. All right, and potentially try to do it in all 12 keys. But just to say, how would you learn the song? Well, yes, use this formula. It will help. It won't help on every single song, but in this case, this song it worked with, right? So that's why I said I'm using this formula, this minor move, right? Right? Because I might not want to play the chords that you heard me playing in the beginning. C minor 7 to A flat 4. I'm on the 4, A flat at 2, all right, E flat, oh, E flat, oh, am I hearing the note somewhere? I hear it, okay, here it is, my E flat at 2, and an A flat at 2, now, y'all heard me playing this voicing, right? Yeah, you hear me playing the voice in. Playing the melody line, right? You know, play around with the melody line. Okay, that's cool. It's all good, right? It's all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, because my wife might be calling me once. But so she might be like, "Hey, I want you to learn this song." But listen, y'all, when she learned that melody line, I'm not a keyboard player, but I'm just sitting here thinking like, if I were, how would I want to play the song if I would have had to do on the key? So yeah, so my minor chord is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It started on the 6. As far as the bass line, the melody line started on the 5, and we cry. Oh, it started on 5, 6, 5, 1, and we cry. Oh, 5, 6, 5, 1. Then it went to the what? The 2. So I'm like, oh, and we cry. Oh, 2, 3, 6, which put me on the 4. Now we hit a 4, 4, 4, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, nobody like you, Lord. Now taking you to the what? The 1. But in the right hand, it's taking you to the 3. 4, 4, 4, 3, which make you fall on the what? E flat. There's no magic to this, y'all, right? And we cry, oh. It's the minor move. 1, flat 3. Okay, now if I did my scale in C, watch this. So we have a C major chord, like I did with E flat. All I did was flat the third. I got a C minor chord. And then I know my 7 in the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, flat to 7, and I'll just flat to 7. Flat to 7. Then I have a C minor 7. Oh, and that was the voicing that I used. Oh. Now I didn't use the voicing that I would have used in E flat because I went to a whole nother ball game because E flat was just E flat. Right? E flat. E flat. Even though the C minor chord fell on the 6. On the 6 and E flat. But I went to the C major chord and said, if I flat the third, that's my C minor chord. Oh, and then I went to my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flat to 7. I have a C minor 7. Oh, watch this. If I go to the 4, it's A flat. A flat scale, right? So if I learn my C scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just like I did the E flat scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? Oh, so I started thinking of that C major scale. I said, just take that major chord like I did the E flat. And flat the third. I'm telling you, these chords gonna come up. They gonna come up. So it's a C major. Okay, I'm building chords off the C major chord, the scale. Of these 7 notes, just like I did the E flat. And by the way, that's a chord. What? Yes. Okay. Yes, you can create a chord from just messing with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can create a chord just from just messing with that. Let me mess with y'all. I'm getting all my fingers to do it, and I'm gonna pick a chord in the right. Shut up. Come on, Bishop Drace to Clark. Andre. What? Yeah. Yeah, it's a C major 13, add 4. Or I switch the finger and go to the 4 in the scale. C major, add 4. And put the 8. And then I'm going to flicker it. What? I can create the D minor 9 chord. D minor 9 with the 11. What? D minor 9 with the 11. What? Yes, you can create chord. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. That song. Let's go back to the song. So we established the key of the songs in. Learn the chords behind the madness. My left hand trying to get away again. So, all right. E major on the 1. Doing my inversion. Because I had to decide, when I'm playing this chord, this song, what inversions do I want to use? Okay, so that was on the 1. Okay, right? Let's go to the 2 chord, which is F minor. Root position, right? First inversion and second inversion, right? Okay, that's F minor. The 3rd chord, the 3 chord, right? We're gonna call it the 3 chord. The 3rd chord is E number 3. 1, 2, 3, G minor. Now I may not use these voicings yet in the song. Maybe I will. Pay attention. G minor, we have the root position. And we have first inversion. All I'm doing is moving the bottom to the top. And the bottom note to the top. G minor, root position, right? Then we have first inversion. And then we have second inversion. And back to root again. Right? You see I'm making my left hand work, right? It ain't gonna get away. Not today, right? I'm trying not to let it get away today. I might be able to use this voicing in the song. I think I got an idea. G minor with C minor. Shut up. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Shut up. C minor 9. A major 9. Hey, hallelujah. All right, remember, learn your scales in all 12 keys. So I was thinking, A flat. 1, 3, 5. I know my scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, right? G, F, A flat, and the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Like I did the scale in C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know my notes, right? Okay. I know what chords I could put with it because I did it in E flat. E flat the 1. What's my 2? F minor. What's my 3? G minor. All right, let's go to the 4. A flat. I already said it, right? Right. What's the 5? B flat. And what's my 6? I had already told y'all what it is. C minor. And because when I was thinking the C scale, I said, okay, cool. I have my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I got my C major chord. And everything's built off the major chord, y'all. C major, all right. Let me go to my 2 chord now. D minor next. But let's go my C major. Left hand, try to get away again. And do my inversion. Move my bottom to the top. Move the bottom to the top. All right. Now let's go to the 2 chord. I'm telling you, these chords are going to come up. And it's going to be the number 2 chord is D minor now. And we're doing the same thing. Think of this as D major. Same scenario, flat the 3rd. Oh, let's go back to that C major again. And then flat the 3rd. And I can add my what? The 7. C minor 7. Oh, okay, y'all. Now I'm going to go to my 2 chord, which is in the scale, right? C scale. But we're going to a D minor chord. But what if I told you D major? That just tells you you're going to a different key. But I just want you to understand that you can flat the 3rd. 1, 2, 3, flat the 3rd, half step back. And then you have a D minor chord. And can I add the 7 to it? Yes. Well, let's find a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, that's the 7. But we want to what? Flat the 7, half step back. And we have a D minor 7. Oh, D minor 7. I just had to say that. That's that Young Hunter bump, right? Okay, let's go to the 3 chord, E minor chord. But what if I told you E major? I'm just giving somebody an idea for a second, right? Just for a quick second. Because you're going to eventually learn this in all 12 keys one way or the other, if you don't already know it now. So in E minor chord, all I have to do is what? Flat the 3rd, half step back to the left, and I have an E minor chord. E minor chord. That's right. E minor chord. Now I'm using the C scale for right now. 1, 2, 3. So we talked about the major chord on the 1, and I did my inversion, the root position, first inversion, second inversion. It said learn your triads. Right? All right. Now I'm going to the 2 chord, D minor. But I also demonstrated that it could be a D major, which you'll eventually get there, because we're going to get there. All right. But we're going to flat the 3rd, D minor. I already told you how to get to your 7th. You just flat the 7 in the scale. All right. Then now we're going to go to the 3 chord, which is E minor. What if I told you it was major? You just flatten the 3rd. Right? Flat the 3rd. In the same scenario, I just find my 7 in the E scale. That's the 7. But what do I do with the 7? That's right. Flat the 7, half step back. Sharpen is to the right. Flat is to the left. Sharp to the right. Flat to the left. And now I have an E minor 7. Oh, once again. Alright, double click that. Alright, cool. So now we're on a 3 chord. Now let's go to the 4 chord, F major. Now if you notice, I played a major on the 1. And now I'm going to the 4 chord, which is F major. 4 chord. Major on the 1. Major on the 4. Major on the 1. Major on the 4. Minor on the 2. D minor on the 2. And E minor on the 3. Did y'all notice that you have a major 1? A minor number 2, minor 3, and major number 4. Once you learn this concept behind the madness, you are going to be on your way. Now let's do that inversion again. I'm just taking my root position 1, 3, and 5, and I'm going to put the 1 at the top. Causing me to play the first inversion like I did with the C major chord, and the minor chord, and the other minor chord, right? And I'm just doing inversion. Root position, now I'm on the first inversion, move my bottom note to the top, and I have second inversion. Oh, all right, cool. I'm telling you, these these chords is going to come up, or an idea from the chord movements that I'm doing in this C scale for right now. It's going to come up. I might be able to use some of those ideas in the song, even though I was C minor 7 or C minor. That's the 7 as soon as I hit the B flat. It doesn't even if I hit it down there. All right? A flat on the 4. Okay? I'm just listening for an idea, right? I'm just listening for an idea. I'm just listening for an idea as I'm messing around with the scale. Now I'm on the 5 and B flat. Now y'all remember that chord, the E flat, right? Sharp to 5 and to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Now remember, I told you could transpose that. I'm just using that as an idea, right? I hear this idea. It's a possibility I might be able to use this idea with the song and change it up a little bit. Instead of me going 6 to the 4. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nobody like you, no one. There's nobody like you, no 4. Let's get that beat going. 1, 6 to the 4. There's nobody like you, no one. See how I use that other idea? There's nobody like you, no. Listen, I use that F minor. Remember that F minor? The 2 chord. The F minor. I did the root inversions. And I went to the 2, or I can stay on the 1 and do it. Or I could have went to the 2. To the 1. So yeah, I could have used that idea. Oh, that's like oh. Right, well here you go. Here you go, that minor move. Or I could use the major. A flat, I could use either one, F minor or the A flat. Or the minor move, F minor. I'm just looking at all of the possibilities of ideas that I can use while I'm at this. What number is this one? Okay, so now that I'm messing around with these other chords and other scales, I'm messing with it to see what ideas can I get from the C major move. Left hand trying to get away again. Right, to the minor move, which I heard y'all, I did it on the minor move there on the C major scale, but also I found out it's the same chord that I can put in what? E flat the what? The 6. Okay, all right, now you heard me hit the A flat. I have A flat major, 1, 3, 5. Of course, you know I can go to the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or the 6, or I can go to the 7. Or both. What? And you know the 6 is your 13. And I can add the 2, which is the 9. And then I can put it in either both hands. And now, as soon as I did that, it could cause me to play an F minor 9 chord with the 11. F minor 9. F minor 9 with the 2, which is the 9. And then I'll mess around with other notes down below, causing me to play an F minor 9 chord. Remember, it's the same process as what I'm doing with this C minor 9, with the C minor chord. Now I gave it away, C minor. Flat 3, find my 7, flat the 7. And now I can find my 2, which is what? In the C scale is the 2, it's the 9. I can put the 9 here, or I can put it in the left hand and play the 1, the 9, flat 3, 5, and now my 7, which plays a C minor 9 chord. Woo. Or I can put the 9 or the 2 at the top, which is the 9. Woo. And now I have a C minor 9. Same thing with the F major chord. And on my scale, an F scale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, continuation of the number system, you're gonna recognize that you're gonna be able to play the 9, the 7th, the 9, the 11th, which is the 4. All right, your 7 is 7. Your 2 is 9. Right, your 4 is 11, and your 6 is the 13, and it creates a chord. B minor 7 flat 5. Right, B minor 7 flat 5. B, that's B minor, right? So what did I do? You could create a diminished B diminished from it too, and come up with the 7 here. But in this case, y'all heard me. And what I'm doing is really playing a piece of the B minor chord. All right. Now, where does the 7 come in? Well, let's see. Where does 7 come in, right? All right. So let's see. B minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What did I do with the 7? Or did I do anything with the 7? That's right. I flat the 7. That's why it's up here. I flat the 7. That's why it's at B minor. That's B minor, but I ended up doing what with the B minor? The F sharp and G flat up there. Flat it. What did I do with the 7? Flat it. So that's why you have a B minor 7, and then also flatting the 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and flat the 5. B minor 7. This is the 7. And this is the flat 5 right here, because this was a 5 in B scale. Once again, once you learn your scale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. Once you learn this little idea is in all 12 keys, when you start messing with it, you're gonna hear ideas that you could play in this song. Now I hear this minor 9, which is the 2. All right, and then I hear the 13 in my mindset, which is the 6. I said the 16, 13, which is the 6 in the scale C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's at the top. So I had the 1, 3, 5, flat, my 7, my 9, my 11, and 13. Now I have the B minor 13, 9, 11. Now I hear this idea instead of me going C minor 7. Now I hear this voice and I can play here. Oh. And I can play that voicing. Or I can play another type of voicing that's near it. What did I do here? The clustering. What am I messing with? The flat 3, which I had already have in my left hand. But causing me to play an E flat major what? E flat major 7, that's root. Remember the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E flat major 7 root. Left hand trying to get away again. E flat major 7. Then I'm doing inversion. First inversion. Move the bottom note here. I got the second inversion. Move the bottom here. Third inversion. And now I get this, E flat minor 9. Now, if I want to, I can go ahead and double up the B flat, double up the B flat, double up the B flat, right? Now I might want to go to the 1 move. Now remember I told you about that augmented chord? Remember E flat? Sharp 5, the augmented. Remember I said that? And then I said you could transpose. And you can transpose. Shut up, Bishop Drakester. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Now I might want to change the voicing of the song from being simple. In the beginning, right? First time around, right? Now the second time I might want to come from it at an angle. C minor 9. Boom. I'll told you those chords was coming up, y'all. It's all about transposing the move. D, 7, D major, 7, flat 5. There's that E flat major, 7, flat 5. I just played it a minute ago. Literally. All I'm doing is transposing. E major, 7, flat 5. F major, 7, flat 5, and so forth and so on. And F sharp major, 7, flat 5. I told y'all it was coming. So the augmented chord, and I add the 7. Now we're talking about flat or sharp. Now you know I can flat the move too. You know, flat the move. So yeah, so I used the augmented chord. As I said, I just transpose. And I want to use this as my passing move. And all I did was took the tritone and went backwards with it. Now earlier you heard me mess with this bass line F, right? See? And I can use that same chord, or I transpose it. Remember this one, it was this one. F. I'm gonna use the same bass line, but I'm gonna transpose it. What? 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 All I did was transpose. I'm just thinking of ideas, right? You know. Now I'm not a keyboard player yet. Maybe I could change the tritone again. Maybe not. Right? So I'm thinking. Let me see. Let's see what I'm gonna come up with now. Let's see the next time. Fancy. Now I have options. Remember, I told you you could go with your major move. Right? You can go up to the augmented move. And you can use the 7. I'm going to the 1 in E flat. 1 in E flat. Right. Now that's me being, you know, a little fancy, throwing a little spice to it, you know. A flat major 9. A flat major 7. The 9 or the 13. However you want to voice that. Or F major 9, F minor 9. Even though I'm going to the 4. I can play the F minor 9 chord. Remember I told you, if you know your scale, F major, minor, that's the 2, makes you play a sus2 now. But I keep the notes there, but it's what you add to the move changes everything. And now I have an F minor 9. Why is it a 9? 1, 2, 3. Because we know the 2. Right? So we have the 1, 2, flat 2, if you will. Well, actually, flat 3. I'm sorry. That's 3, flat 3. Flat 3. Right? That's the 5. And then we have our 7 in the scale. We can go, if you know your scale. That's the 7. And now it makes you play an F minor major 9. Why is that? Because F major, 1, 3, right? And that's your 7. Because of the 2. Remember the 2 make you play an F major 9. F major 9. Now I want to flat my 7. Now I have an F9. Now I want to flat my 3. Flat the 3. And now I have an F minor 9 chord because of the 2. And all I did was flat the 7. Right. Okay, now we want to do the 6. We already know what our 6 is, which is the 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Now we can have a F minor 6, 9. minor 6/9. What's the 6? 6, and then the 9. All right, F minor 6/9. Or the 13. 13. So I have a 6/9. As soon as I took my finger off of the flat 7. So I took my finger off the flat 7, giving me an F minor 6/9. 6/9, 6/9, 6/9. Woo! Y'all know this nice. So F minor 6/9. As soon as I hit this, now this is F minor 9/13. Because that's my 6. It's whatever the last note I hit. I mean, the note I'm hitting underneath, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's the note at the last note, but it could be the note right before. That's the 9, flat 3, the 5, the 6. That's why I call it F6/9 chord. And that's the 13. Actually, I'm mixing the 13, really. Because if you think about it. Anyway. Woo! Y'all know this dope. And so forth. And then anything I do after that is a double up. Double up! Double up. Okay, not a double up, because I'm adding a 4 to it now. 2, 3, 4, B flat is the 11. The 11. Right. 5, 6. Now, right, F minor 13, 9, 6. The 9. Right, and then the 13, and then the 11. So I hear these ideas, right, and I can use them in the song if I do it right. If I do it right. if I land it in the spot where it needs to be. Right here. There it is. F minor 9/13 on the 2. And I probably can get away with it on the 1. Just change my voicing a little bit, right? Which caused me to play E flat major 9. Remember I told you earlier, E flat major 7, the 6, and the 9 is the 2. E flat major 9, 13. Also, I got the 7. The 7. Right. Blend that all together, and I put that on the 1. Okay. Now I got ideas in my mind to try to make the song sound fat. Oh, 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 to the 4. I just mess with it, you know this. To the 5. In the 5, I don't necessarily have to always play the 5 chord, which is the major chord. I can come with a sus4, you know, the sus2. Know that that is related to the F sus4 chord. F sus4, or this secret sauce. We call that the C6/9, C sus4, a C7 sus4. I'm sorry, and I can change the voicing, or like I said, B flat, and no my inversion, and then everything else is all about being fancy. As I told you before, I told you it was coming up. D flat, major 7 flat 5. And I'm just transposing that stuff, you know. Or I can play the D flat major 7 flat 5 sharp 5 as well, as I said. On the 1. Now because I hit the bass line E flat, the chord is going to change to a chord name. It's going to change because of the bass line. E flat 9, 13 sharp 11. Without the bass line is D flat major 7. If you know your chord, D flat 1, 3, 5. Once again, if you learn your scales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Or a continuation of the 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Back to the 1, right? So I'm like, oh. Yeah, so I'm playing a D flat major chord, technically, which is the 1. The 2 is right here. Okay. And all I did was flat the 5. That's the 5. Flat the, I'm sorry, yeah, flat the 5. Half step back. Flat the 5. That's why they call it a D flat major 7, flat 5, sharp 5. What 5 did I sharp? Sharp the 5, A flat, and just sharp the 5 and flat the 5. Oh, where's my 7 at? The 7 is just in the right hand at the top. I can put it underneath too as well, which I did. That's my 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 7 is underneath. The sharp 5 is to the right. In the left hand is flat 5. Woo, woo, woo. Y'all. Man, this is crazy. So you're going to hear those voicing. But you also heard me messing with the augmented chord, which I told you major, sharp 5, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there it is. Okay, let me get back to that song. So the song, to break it down in the way I'm listening to it in my own mindset was knowing that I'm playing the 6th chord with C minor 1, 3, and 5. I told you how you get there with your major chord. C major chord, flat the 3rd, and you have a C minor chord. You could have a C minor 6. Right? So you can do all types of stuff with this. Right, you can have a C minor add 2. C minor add 2. Doesn't matter if you put it in the right hand or not. C minor add 2. What makes it a 9 is when you start adding another note to it somewhere, yeah, which was the B flat, causing you to play having your 2 turn into a 9. But you're playing a combination of chords. You're playing the C minor chord with E flat. Okay. And you also play the combination of G minor and also a combination of B flat. They all related to A flat as well. Okay. But yeah, so you're playing these combinations of chords in between. So you have the C minor, okay, E flat. They're all related to each other. G minor is related to B flat. And I could go on and on and on with this, with the secret sauce. Your sus2, your secret sauce, your sus4, it's sus2, it's also secret sauce. And I can play all these voicings messing with this song. You go from the C sus2, right, to the C sus4. To the G sus4, because the C sus2 and the G sus4 share the same notes, and they share the same secret sauce. Okay, so basically playing that C sus2, G sus4, because they share the same note. That G makes you play a G sus4. And put the G back at the top, you have a C sus2. And the funny thing is, I'm doing it already underneath. It's underneath the C minor move because they blend together. Because G shares the same notes as C scale, except for one note, F sharp. Oh, now in G, it shares the same notes, except for in C, it doesn't share the F sharp. Oh, so that's why you can do this, because it shares the same note as the G scale. G, A, B, C, D, E. Except for F sharp. And the C scale is this C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, which it shares that same note in G. G, A, B. Oh. Let that sit there for a couple of seconds and so that marinate for a minute. So you're gonna find these notes that share each other, and somehow you end up playing chords. It might be like, now I'm gonna take the song out of this context for a little bit. Oh, no matter how I voice them, I'm still doing inversions of the minor move or major move or sus2 or sus4. I can go to another sus4, C sus4, because remember I told you they share the same notes. Or an F sus2. Now I'm talking about the scale F. F scale shares some of the same notes in the C scale, as well as the G scale. For the exception of, we said G was the F sharp, right? In the C scale, it doesn't share B flat. B flat. And G, it doesn't share B flat. So F sharp and B flat, the two notes that doesn't share in C and G. Oh, so if I would have had a pencil somewhere, I would try to memorize this in my mindset. F sharp / G flat and B flat in the scale F, those are the two notes that doesn't share the same exact notes in C and G. But you see that you can still use some ideas from that key. What? Okay. You start learning the secrets behind the madness. And then you're going to recognize, wait a minute, I can play some of the same chords in C that I can put it in G. I can use some of the same chords in C and G that I can put it in F. Okay, you're getting somewhere. You're getting somewhere, right? And that's exactly where you're going to be. You're going to get somewhere. So it's like I can borrow chords from another key scale in another key and put it in another key because they share chords. So A flat is related to C minor, as I keep on saying. C minor is related to E flat. And you're going to hear these voices of chords like blending together. G minor, B flat. Okay. My C sus2, the secret sauce, the G sus4. Switch up and go to C sus4, F sus2, all right, in the secret sauce. And I can use all in voicing. What? Wait a minute. What? Yes, and I can use them voices from those various different keys that I just messed with. And I'm like, oh, okay. So C minor 7. Oh, C minor. That's my 7. To the 4, A flat. So I can still be playing A flat. I can play A flat sus2. And also the secret sauce. Remember, I told you I can go to E flat. What? I can play E flat and mix the E flat with A flat. What? On the 4. So I have the A flat sus2. Then I can play the A flat major 7 with the sus2 at the same time. I can play the A flat 6/9. All those voices on the 4. Or A flat at 2. All of those various different chords, and I can take an E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat, E flat. What? What? Even B flat. Even B flat, y'all. What? Yes, even B flat. With the A flat 6/9 sharp 11. Yes. Those are giving me ideas to what I can do with this song. E flat, same scenario. I can borrow other chords, substitute the whole 9. I can use the E flat sus2 to the B flat sus4. They both share the same secret sauce. They also can be blended with E flat, as I just said. Da, 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 A flat sus2, E flat sus4. I told you all the moves you could go. Alright, B flat. Same scenario with the B flat. Same kind of craziness. You can mess with that too as well. Right. So now I'm like, oh, ba-da-da-da. I told you this coming. F major. Alright, F sharp major. I just took you to the inversion of the F major up to F sharp and G flat major, and skip over to root position and hit you with the tritone. D flat major 7 flat 5 sharp 5. I told y'all I can mess with the song all day, right? And mess with it. The secret sauce, A flat 6 9. It's just me playing around with the F7 sus4, knowing that I could transpose it. And find that one. Find that whatever one to fit. There it is. And this was the F sus4, as I mentioned, B flat sus2, using the secret sauce, which is the C7 sus4. But earlier you heard me using the what? The F7 sus4, F7 sus4, and I use the C7 sus4. Wait a minute. And they both are the same chord. Because I told y'all why, right? You're sharing some of the same notes. Right? F, this is A flat 6 9. This is also A flat 6 9. What? And knowing that I can look at this and play a B flat sus4, it's still an A flat 6 9. Go to E flat sus2. This is still an A flat 6 9. What? So you can see the ideas. I can mess with the song, right? Or I can keep it straight. Oh, there's nobody like you, though. I can't sing. There's nobody like you, though. Or I can be fancy with it. Oh, look, C minor. And look, I'm using that secret sauce. Secret sauce. Oh, what? Same chord, watch this. There's nobody like, watch this. Look, the same chord. There's nobody like you. Let me try that on the B flat. Oh, okay, I had to come down. But it worked. I'm telling you, I'm just using the secret sauce. I call it the secret sauce, the G7 sus4, and transpose. It's like transpose. You know, you might hear musicians doing all that stuff. You know, see the idea? To the then I take you to what? G7 sus4 to what? The F7 sus4, or I could have took you to the C7 sus4. It would have took me to the same move. Oh, what does it use in the C minor? The 7. It's just at the top. It's still at the top. It's still the same move. Right? And I'm messing with it just to see what I can come up with. Oh, look at that. I'm not just transpose. Oh, okay. C minor 6 9. See what I can do. Let's see. I'm just messing with I'm messing with you. Mess with it. Oh, what do I do? Something about that. Oh my goodness. You think of ideas, passing moves, whatever. So once you learn the concept behind the madness, you can voice the chords on the way you want to play. You know. I'm not a keyboard player. Let's see what's another idea. Pass and move. Pass and move. Woo. Now I'm using the power chord now. Right. Now I'm thinking of the idea. So five up the minutes, beat the minute 7. Remember I told you can play the C minor chord, minor 9 chord with the 11 or the 13, how you want to voice it. Ba-da-da-da, or ba-da-da-da. Woo. Now I'm using the sus4. I told you sus4, the sus2, or the secret sauce. Doing this on the 1. Or remember I told you that augmented chord, C, D flat major chord, sharp to 5, add to 7. What? How about A? E flat to A, to the 4. No. F minor 7, y'all. F minor 7. That's my minor chord. Rufus is the first, second version. Straight up E flat. Coming from another angle. Let's see. Let me use this E flat sus4. Let's use this F diminished. What's this B diminished 7? Because the bottom. And let's use this. Let's use this. Let's try this for you. E flat major 7 double up, which creates a. I told you can do all types of minor 9 moves. They come from that F C minor 9 this word. I know y'all heard cats doing it. If I had a guitar player, I wouldn't have to do all of my left hand, but just play the bass line. And I'm just using the secret sauce chords all day with the tritone. A. Okay, let me put this chord in E flat, y'all. I'm telling you, man, this is take your whole plan to a whole nother different dimension right here when you start being creative. What's my E flat? There it is. So with that voicing, it'll be E flat 9 with the 13 without the bass line. This is a. Am I hitting any extra notes here? I'm gonna make sure I'm reading what I'm seeing. Okay. This is a G minor chord, y'all. Remember I told you everything is related. They're related. They're related. Okay. So we have my G minor move. If you know your 7, okay, knowing your scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you may have to flat the 7, right? So I'm like, what was the chord I played? Yeah, I told you, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat the 7. All right, we have the G. We know that's B flat. That's root position, right? So I have a G minor 7. I just flat the 7 in the G scale. 7, flat the 7, G minor 7. Now from there on, I can count backwards and do my tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. which, boy, I'm telling y'all. So then I could turn around and I could flat the third in my G scale. 1, 2, 3, flat the 3, half step back, causing me hit you with the tritone. Or I can change. There it is. Right, my bad. Yeah. That's right. So yeah. And sometimes my thumb want to hit extra note, but this is a G minor 7 flat 5 with the 11. And if you know your scale with your 4, depending on which scale number we using, this could be the G scale. Okay. Or it could be E flat 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's 11 at the top. So I could be looking at it from another angle from the F scale. 4. The 4 is the 11 in the F scale. So you could be going in between two, a few keys. It could be G, it could be E flat, or it could be F. You can go in between keys. So you can be going in between keys too as well. Messing around with chords. But anyway, and I can change that voicing from sus4, sus2, like I told you, secret sauce, right? Or I can go major move. Alright, the F major chord. Root position with the tritone. Hit you with the first inversion. Or they hit you with the second inversion, right? You know what? My thumb wants to get into action, so I can now, rotate and hit you with the first, root first, and underneath is the second inversion. Doesn't matter either way, it's still going to be the same chord. D flat major chord, that's the 7. We sharp the 5, and we also flat the 5. Even though we're doing what we call combination of chords, and I can use the word mix and match chords, if you will. But in this case, we know I'm using the F major chord. Root first, second inversion, and the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I might change the tritone move, but now you see I can change the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I use the same tritone. It's just really you playing the F major chord root, first inversion, and second inversion underneath, and hit you with the tritone. Now it's all about what bass line you want to hit. F. What? F, right? If that don't sound right, you go E flat. Woo, that's fat. E flat 9, 13 sharp 11. Or you can go B with it. Wait, what? A, I'm sorry, A. Then I change it to A sharp, A7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Right? So, because of the A. Like as if you're going to the key of A. Like you're about to go to the key of A. And you can also use that same voicing in A as well. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. So, I just had to do that. But go back to the song. Oh. So now you see I can mess with it. At first I didn't do all this stuff. I didn't mess with it like that at first, So now my brain is coming up with ideas. As I keep messing with this, as my sustain pedal keeps trying to get away from me. So now, I can play around with this song. Now, I didn't do this at first, right? What? Wait a minute, where you going, Doc? Where you going, bro? Oh my goodness. You don't mess with it. messing with stuff, but it's an accident. Now you remember I said earlier C major, and I said the minor move, right? D minor. Right. I also told you that C minor move, right? All right. I told you the D minor move, right? But I also told you the major, right? And I also told you E major. Minor. I'm sorry. The E major move. I'm gonna be using these ideas, right? F major, right? F minor move, right? I had already said this earlier. Okay, we have the A major, and then we flat the third. We have A minor move, and then we have this B diminished, which is the D diminished group. Think about left hand work. All right, good luck to the left hand, right? All right, so you know, right? So now I'm like, Watch it. Look what just happened. That's F major. Remember the C major here? The 1 is at the right. I took the 4 chord in C, 1, 2, 3, 4, F major, and put it in the left hand. And you have an F minor major 9. Now, because I put that D there, now we have a D minor. Remember, that's the 2 chord. Over C major, creating a D minor 9 with 11. And remember the major chord, flat the 3rd, knowing my scale in D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was my 7, so I had to flat the 7. And because I know my scale in D, which is technically the 2, is the 9, D minor 9. It's the C scale, because that made it easier to go to my 11. What? So yes, my D major minor, my D minor chord, 1, 3, 1, flat 3, 5, right? Flat 7, right? This is the 2, which is the 9 in the C major chord, 1, 2, and then that's my 5 chord technically, right? In the C major, because all I just moved it to the top. But because we're doing the D scale, I have to come from it from another angle because they do share the same, somewhat of the same notes. Somewhat of the same note. Depending on if you had to flat the note in the D scale, by the way, right? Because there's no flats in D. So I had to shut the 7, half step back. I'm sorry, flat the 7. Oh, okay. The 2 note is the same note in the C scale, which would have been a 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's cool. So in D, it was the 2. 1, 2. Y'all remember how I like to 1, 2, the 2. I told you, the scales is going to share the same notes. Oh, that's why I went back and said, okay, it's going to share the same note. Right? So in the C scale, we had the what number? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? But in D, it's the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same note. Oh, wow. That's why it worked. The only difference was we had the flat number 7. We had to flat the 7. Otherwise, we'll get this chord voicing. Right? We'll get this chord voicing. which will be technically a diminished move in the right hand. D flat diminished 7 or C sharp diminished 7. Will be a diminished move. Take that off. It's a part of the D diminished. It is diminished actually. But because I had the flat in the D scale, the 7 down, now I have a D minor 7, 9, because the 2. And then this is my 4, the 4 in D scale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will share the same note as I said in G. That's why it's a D minor 9, 11 chord. Then we want to create the 13 or the 6, if you will. If I know my scale in D, the 6 is B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6. Now we have a D minor 6 chord, and now the 7. So now the 6 turned into the 13. Right, it turned into the 13. Now I could have put the 6, which is up here, as well as it could be the 13, which is the B, or double up, or not. So now I have a 1 flat 3, right? The 5 flat 7, right? The 9 and the 11, which is the 4, and the 13, which is the 6. So now this is a D minor 13, 9, 11. D minor 13, 9, 11. Right? So that's why they call it D minor. But you're just taking chords that you already did in the scale, in your scale, that major move, that minor move, and that E minor move. You're gonna mess around with this. You're gonna mess around with the F major move, and the G major move, and the A minor move, and the B diminished move. And you're gonna be moving it around because you're gonna create chord and chord progression. So that's why I can go from this song, I can mess with the song, bum, 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 to the 5. I can create passive moves before I can get to my 5. Or I can create passive move before I can get back to the 1. Yes, so I can go with that C at the top. I can go with that minor move, this E minor move, which makes you play C flat major 7, just as root. And C major is related to E minor. I keep telling y'all over and over, right? It's also related to G major, all right, and that diminished. Oh, and the C major. C major, D minor, E minor again, right? And C major is related to E minor. Cause you to play that what? A C major 7. And then as my C down here is a C major 7. Just move my C to the bottom, to the top, and have me first inversion. I still got my E minor. And I'm about to finish back up with my C major chord again. And this basically you're playing a C major root position, right? Remember? First inversion. Remember, you're playing inversions. Second inversion. Oh, you're playing around with your E minor root position. First inversion. As well as the... Come on, y'all can't hear that? I know y'all hears this, right? Because I hear it, right? And now let's do the E minor root position, first inversion. E minor root position, right? First inversion and the second inversion. I know y'all hear these chords. My left hand trying to get away again, right? And you mixing them 2 chords together. Oh, yeah, you mixing them together. Okay, I see. But the in between, like what's my in between chords? C major, E minor, G major, inversions of it, if you will. Right? What's the in between chords that I'm playing on? Yeah, C major, E minor. Right? You have the G minor, or you have the second inversion of the C major, if you will, with the E minor still attached to it. Right? So I know y'all catch that. So I'm like, oh, I can use this idea as passing moves. And I can go to the F major, which is the 4. Whether I'm playing the root, first inversion. Root position, first inversion, or the second inversion, or do the second inversion underneath. Oh, so I got this passing move, right? But yes, it's creating a major chord. F major 7, F major, the 7. Remember, yeah? Remember the 9 is the 2. Wherever I put it here, wherever it doesn't matter, it's just me doubling it up. Right? So we got the 9, what's next? The 4, which is the 11. So maybe I might want to sharp the 11. Sharp the 11. Remember, I told you it's all related to that F minor, the C major, E minor, right? F major. It's all the same thing. F major. Now we have the A minor, right? And we have our G and E minor. They're blending together. So that's why you get that F major, 7, 7, the 9, the 11. It sounds funny, huh? So either I have the choice that either I can flat the 4 or sharp the 4. But they're mixed match chords, right? So F over C major 7, if you will. F over C major 7. Or E minor. They all blend together. Also with the A minor. All that is blended together. That's why you hear these voicing. Now you may hear this voicing where you may flat the 5. Right? Flatten the 5 in a different key scale, by the way. Right? So if you flat the 5 in F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's half step back, 5. That's 1 dip, flat the 5. F major, flat 5. F major, major 9. Flat the 5. So you may hear somebody doing a song, flat the 5. But it's still an F major chord. Mixed with the C major 7 in the E minor. What? So you're gonna hear all this stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I can use this idea. Woo. Passing move. F major 9 to the F minor 7 flat 5 9 11, and then C minor 9 to that chord. There's nobody like you, Lord. See what I mean? There's nobody like you, Lord. So now I got idea. Change the bass line. I'm gonna play both bass line with a A flat major 9. E flat major 9. Now I can play all these different voicings. Who's stuck? Alright, so now I can play all these different voicings. Sus4. I told you. You go to the sus4, F sus2, the secret sauce. I told you that. You can go to C sus2, F G sus4, the secret sauce. I can play around with all of them voicing. And all they did transpose. I can play that voicing on the 4. Actually, I can play that B flat on a 3. 1, 2, 3. Walk up to the 4. Or not walk up. Just slow that tempo down. Here you go. Three to the 4, to the 5, flat 5. Here we go back to the 6. Oh, oh, how smooth I did? Ba, ba, ba. Here we go. Ba, ba. See what I'm saying? So I can mess around with this move. I can go, oh, like I said. Oh. Pass the move, 3 to the 4. Take that slower. Let me put it on the other track. Let's see here. Slow this down. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see. I'm not a keyboard player. Nobody like you, Lord, and nobody like you, Lord. Come on, battle. Come on back here. A flat. Nobody, E flat. B flat. Something like that, you know. Yeah. You come up with ideas. I'm just saying, like. So for a beginner musician, can you play all these different ideas? Yes, you can. Because once you get the concept behind the madness in all 12 keys, you'll be able to pull off some ideas instead of, and there's nothing wrong with being basic. You still gonna get paid one way or another if you had a church that doesn't care about being fancy. You're a church that doesn't care about you being fancy. Yes, you will get paid still. If you're one of them churches, they want you to be a little, with a little bit of salt and pepper with it, And if the pastor of that church doesn't care about you being salty with it, then, hey, just, keep it straight. I like to come with ideas. Not that I have to, because I don't have to. I'm just thinking ideas, what I can do. Something else I want to say too, you can be yourself, be you, do you, right? It's not like I'm going to sit here and listen to somebody else and really try to dive in on how they play it, but depends on what mood I'm in. If I'm one of the moods and I really want to learn what they did, I'm going to sit here and practice on it until I get it. I'll be like, man, that sounded kind of cool. Let's see, this sounds cool. This sounds cool, right? And sometimes you can experiment on your own. Yeah, that's nice. That's the 4. Never tried that before. Let me see. Oh. Let me see. That was kind of cool. Oh. Let's use that same idea here too. Look at that, use that same idea. I'm coming from a major 7 move. Like I told you, they both share the same chord. Now I use this on the 6. Can I use it on the 4? Yes. Can I use it on the 1? Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Can I use it on the 5? No, it sounds kind of funny doing that. But for the shoe on the 6. Yes, on the 4. And the 1. Okay, I will probably want to go to a different voicing on the 1. To the 5. I might want to go somewhere else with the voicing, right? So, after you learn how to identify the key the person is in, you can take those same chords, all right? Now, you see I got kind of carried away with the, put myself on the timer. I done got off time. I mean, now I'm thinking of ideas that I can do with the song. So I'm not playing it, the same way over again and again.
We freely worship. Cry out. That's it. There's nobody like you. Nobody. Say it.
Well, I'm put there. That wouldn't be the preacher chord like you. That probably sound funny. Can I get away with this? Thank God. That probably sound funny doing that, but let me see. So, what did I say in the beginning? I forgot what I played. No, it was. Four. There's nobody like you, Lord. There's nobody like you, Lord, to the 5. Sounds funny if I'm doing that, right? Like as if I'm about to. It sounds funny to me. I slowed it down a little bit. Here we go. I had to hit that 4. There's nobody like you, the 1. The 5. That sounds funny to be doing that. Now let me see. I hear this idea. I hear that idea. Now probably I will have to hit B flat, come down to. That might work actually. It might go. Maybe it might work. Oh, that might work. Remember the preacher chord. Tritone, come down to the major move, F, G major move. So that's technically without the bass line. An A flat major 9. It's really you playing an A flat major 7, 2 different chords, right? What we call mix and match chord. A flat major 7, second inversion over E flat root. Because of the bass line, I'll probably have to change the chord name again. Well, yeah, let me keep it in E flat. Is that an E flat? Hold on. E flat. Yeah. So in the left hand with the bass line, we'll cause you play a B flat sus 13. Without the bass line, it's A flat major 9. Alright, then you'll be able to play a B flat 13 flat 9. Without the bass line, it's just you're messing with, I told y'all, the tritone. Right? You're playing a flat diminished. Wait. A flat diminished major 9. No, A flat diminished. Well, I was gonna say 9. That's if I hit an X note. Is that what I want? Okay, let's try that voice again. 5. Yes, that's what I thought I played. Okay. All right, so you're playing a diminished 7 with 11. Diminished 7, diminished 7 with 11. Remember, you're doing the scale because it's the last note in my left hand. Right, diminished 7. Right. Double it up a little bit of it. What is the extra note? Yeah, extra note. Right? So you remember your 11 is the 4. 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? 8, 9, 10, 11. Doing the continuation, that's why they call it 11. Because it's not here unless I cluster this. Then and that would change what I'm doing. Actually, y'all gave me an idea. Just doubling up the 11, which I don't have to put the 11 here because I put it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's yeah. Y'all gave me an idea now. So it's underneath. So yeah. Y'all gave me an idea. That's funny. You know, I'm gonna put it. I'll go ahead and put it up here. So D diminished 7 with the 11 because of the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now y'all got me doing that cluster, which is the 4. I'm just doubling it up. All right, but this could be A flat. If I come off of the F. If I didn't play the F there, this would be considered as A flat diminished major 7. Because remember, A flat. Alright? We're playing a piece of that A major chord. I'm sorry. D major chord, I'm sorry. Right? But it's an A flat, so I'm thinking A flat. Because of the diminished move, but y'all know what I mean. Because what makes it A flat, put the C back, put the A flat back, right? A flat major 7, right? So what's happening is that you're taking your A flat chord and you're flattening the 3rd, right? And then you flatten your 5. That's why they call it the A flat major 7. And then you have your 7, which is the G. Well, because of the G, right? A flat major. So A flat major is chord, right? A flat major 7, right? Because you're flattening the 3rd, creating the diminished move. Creating the diminished move. Oh, yes. A flat diminished major 7. All right? All right, so A flat diminished 7. And it is better about the D because I have it in my right hand technically, but I'm also doubling it up in my left. So that's why it's called an A flat diminished 7, major 7. A flat diminished major 7 because of the major chord was flat. Flat the 3rd, flat the 5. But because the 7th stayed there. A flat diminished major 7. So that's nice. I wonder how that's gonna come out. I forgot the chords I was playing. There's nobody like you, know. I forgot what I played earlier. Lord, have mercy. There's nobody like you, know. Okay, I think I was going. I forgot what I was playing. Yo, 3 up to the 4 to the 5. I forgot what I played, y'all. 5. And I'll probably do the yeah, so I can get back to. All I'm doing is or I can go minor move, G minor. I think what am I doing? I'm doing both of them actually. No. Major. So I'm going to an F sharp and G flat major move. On the 5. That's kind of funny. Let me see if I can get the rhythm in my head. Try to play it the regular way. If I can get it this time. I messed up. I was trying to get there. Oh, because I'm slowing it down, my brain won't won't comprehend it that slow because I have to pick it up the pace and be in the motion with the right speed. But anyway, that was just the idea. I was hearing it. And back to this. That round and then get to 6-2, such to diminished smooth, C diminished 7, or B diminished 7, and back to C minor 9. You probably heard the voice. These chords you heard Mike Burrell and JY do. That's just stepping. Yeah. I'm just transposing. And using the secret sauce. Then, and I might end up skipping the 1 sometime and go to the 5. You know, and then I heard one musician told me he was trying to be like me. I thought that was funny. It sounded like me reminding myself how I used to tell my former music teacher, "Hey man, I'm trying to be like you, man, because you be killing on the keys." You know. I used to tell him, man, I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to get like you, man. I'm trying to be like you, trying to get there, and be like you. But one thing you did say, hey, well, you know, good luck. Good luck if you think you're gonna catch up with me. But yes, you can only be you. I can only be me. But I understood what I was trying to say was I just want to be better than where I am, you know, for where I'm at. And catch up a little bit. You know, kind of understand these chords and how they work. And I'm just doing inversions, y'all. You know, or I'm going from E flat to B flat to G minor to E flat to B flat. Alright, so when I listen to some of the homies playing stuff, I be like, man, what is they playing, right? And it's funny because most of the stuff that we hear is simple stuff. It's not as complex as it might appear. Yes, it might take a little bit of time to learn. So I'm a beginner musician. Not a beginner musician, but let's say I'm a baby saint and trying to learn the stuff that I'm doing. Lost a piece of paper. I'll go to my beast mode chords. I call it the beast mode chords. I'll go to my, not that one. Let me see. What's the word I want to use, y'all? Collect your music, all right? Whether it's audio, video, MIDI, collect your music, all right? And then go and what I call, that's doing your homework. So my former musician, bro, do your homework. When you do your homework, bring some of that stuff back to me and I'll work on it and then I'll give it back to you. It's really entirely up to you if you desire to want to get better. Whether it's learning MIDI, audio, or video, or sit down. And when COVID came, that went kind of out the window because kind of nobody really wanted to be around nobody yet until COVID passes through. All right. So now, them crazy dogs out there. They're out there making noises and stuff. I'm like, I know that ain't my wife out there laughing. I don't think she home yet. I don't think she home. Or is she? Is she come home already? No, I would have heard that door already. No, I don't think she's home. I don't think the woman's is home. I thought she said she's going to work a little longer. All right, anyway. So, I'm trying to get back to where I was at. So, if I want to try to learn to play like the pros or sound like the pros or the musicians who's way more advanced than me, then I would have to spend some time. She didn't text me, so she would have called me by now. Yo, I'm gonna be late. Or yeah. So my music teacher told me, hey, go home and do some homework, and then I'll work on some stuff, and then I'll give it back to you. And then it's up to you, me, or whoever is teaching you. Let me see, is my volume down? Let me see. Hope it don't take my ear out. Where is it? Oh, music? Is it mute? Oh, hold on. Oh, where's my other plug-in? the wife being here playing around, messing around with my stuffs. Where's the other plug in? Alright. So let me see here. I think I better drop this volume because this might be loud. Alright, so let's see. I guess I use this. Woo! What plug is that? That's funny. So you hear all this stuff like, this is J.B. Jackson, right? You're playing some nice stuff. So when you learn in chords, like I mentioned earlier, you want to learn your chords like major, C major, right? Your root, like I said earlier, first inversion, your second, right? You do your B major the same way. Position, right? First inversion, second inversion. Now they say if you do stuff repetitious over and over and over, eventually your ears are gonna identify a chord. Eventually, at some point. I don't know what lifetime is gonna happen, but yeah, one of those lifetimes, right? A major, root position, first inversion, second inversion, right? And you see I'm making my left hand work this. I'm doing it on purpose, right? Because you can never know what an organ player or the keyboard player may voice their chords on the board. What's the name? G now. Making my left hand work. Y'all trying to embarrass me? Root position, right? And it's just a little bit of concentration, right? Just a little bit. Just. And I try to keep the same finger for the most part, right? That kind of helps out. Okay, this is gonna be way too low. And I do it in all 12 keys. Now I did a video on talking about transposing. And most of us, we don't like that word transposing for some reason or another. What? Because I didn't like it either. I ain't gonna lie. Be honest with y'all. Quite frankly, I didn't care for it at first. But what key want me? F, right? And I didn't care for it, right? But I realized at the end of the day, I was gonna need to learn how to play that. E major root position, right? First inversion. And I did it in a different spot so my ears can get familiar with it. And then I started practicing from what I call left to right. Left to right. My left hand started taking off. So you see what I'm saying? So my left hand started taking off and I'm starting to do left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. And then you can go left to right at the same time. Now, if you left-handed already, you dope with it, cool. If you're not, work on your left hand. All right, so let's listen to the song. E, key of E, right? So the same scenario with your key of E. You learn your scale. Now, you may not find all of the chords, and maybe you might find all of the chords if you use this particular formula. It's a 7-chord formula, right? Major, minor, minor 3, major 4, okay, major 5, minor 6, diminished 7, and back to your 1. Y'all remember I told y'all earlier I was messing with all of these several chords. It must be like 10 chords. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then by tritone. I did that in C. So, if you were to take the same formula and move them into all 12 keys, just like I did. Now, I didn't learn this other formula, that 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, and the 7, until right before the pandemic hit. Right? Literally, right before the pandemic hit us. I know it's around 2019, when I was about close to my birthday. Actually, the funniest thing is, before even COVID came out, they would make the announcement. I actually got sick before my birthday, like as if I had COVID, and I'm like back then, and and it was crazy because I got it twice, and I was like, man, why I feel crazy sick like this, all right? And then when they announced it, back in April, I mean February, yeah, February something or March, whatever it was, of 2020. I'm like, man, I feel like I had COVID. It was a terrible cold, and I was like, man, I was trying to kick it. Anyway, to make the long story short, it hit me twice in the same year, and I was like, man, what is going on? And then that's when they announced it, and then I didn't feel sick no more for a while until let me see, let me give it correctly. That was 2020. I didn't notice I had ended up getting COVID, getting sick with COVID until 2021, which is funny, a year later, with the same symptoms that I had in 2019. It's crazy. And then I ended up getting COVID a second time, legitimately speaking, once I realized what it was and what was happening. Legitimately speaking, when I said by that, my going to the doctor and say, hey, what's going on? And then now I got COVID before the shots, before we even had the vaccination. And then I got sick after I got the vaccination thing, but that was a year later, which is weird. Anyway, so let's get with this. Okay, what was the song? Okay, I forgot. So same scenario with the song, right? I listened to it and I'm like, All right, so he's playing a certain sound with his. It's so much easier when you learn a song by listening to the type of sound that they use, sort of, and get close to it. It's an E, right? Now that formula I mentioned, maybe that formula, I hate to say it. Number system wise, great. Chord pattern wise, would that formula work? With some of it, yes. Because the 1 is major and E. Okay, I'm cool with that. The minor chord is 2, F sharp. Okay, the G sharp 3. Okay, let's see. A is gonna be on the 4. Okay, 5 is gonna be B. Okay. All right. C sharp minor 6. Okay, that I will say yes. So let's hear that first beginning part. Da da. Okay, I'll go with the B major. And a C sharp minor. Okay, I gotta change chord name. With the mouse for that. Alright, gotta change the chord name over here. So we're gonna hear E. So that means 6 5. No, 5 6 5. That probably will be correct. Because you're going major B major to the C sharp minor. That's 6. Da da, and use 2 hands to do it. And you just play the chord again. Da da da. Double up the chords with both hands. B major to C sharp minor. Ba ba ba. That makes sense. Okay. Chord wise, is B major. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Right, that's C sharp minor chord. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Double up. Right back to ba da da. Okay, all right, I'm feeling that. All right, so that will make sense to me. Now you will say 1. Why does it not sound right with the E? And not even with a B sus 4. It don't sound right, right? Alright, so there it is. There it is. So why the E didn't sound right? I don't know. So could it have been E sus 2 there? It still wouldn't have made no difference. Because it don't sound right, right? Alright, So could it be that we borrowed, or could it be we substitute, or could we just like literally just like use a different key? All right, yeah, you can use these different keys. What do I mean by that? So remember the formula I used, right? I said everything is on the one. Major, okay. C sharp. We're talking about C sharp now. Minor, okay. All right. So we have my major move, minor move. How about the augmented? Okay. Let's go diminished. All right. Let's go. We have dominant chord. Okay. Okay. We have the major 7 chord. I'm on the C sharp still. I'm gonna come to the chord. It's gonna come. It's gonna come up. All right. So we have the major 7. Okay. Here's the sus2. Oh, wait a minute. What if the sus2 was down here? Shut up. And then we just put that on the 1 on E. There it is. Oh, man, this is crazy. Yes. Now, I went through the whole process of that C sharp, major, minor, augmented, major, minor. Hold on. What's my little formula again? Major, minor, augmented, and 7. Diminished, dominant chord, major, dominant chord, and then my major 7 chord. My sus2, the secret sauce, the sus4, and its secret sauce. Okay, I'm getting a little dramatic with it, right? But oh, I'm in the wrong track. Hold on, let me get off this track. There it is. Okay, so there you have it. And then I'm thinking, oh, that's what's up. Why do people keep sending me these stupid text messages from the Obama craziness, foolishness? So I said, okay, maybe just borrow another chord from another key and make that a sus2 over the 1, making you play an E major 7 with the 13. Yes, you are playing an E major chord. Yes, remember I said that earlier, right? But you know, E major chord is related to what I keep saying from earlier from the other stuff that I just mentioned. So you know, you have your 1, 3, 5, and then you have that 7. Well, that's your 7. That's your 7th there, technically. But this is the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6. Anyway, let me just put it this way. It's gonna be a sus2. Even though it's an E chord, E major 7. Let me just go ahead and say. So you have the E major, right? I would try to. You have the major 7. E major 7. So, and I said that the chord is going to be E major 7, right? It's just that your 7 is at the top. This is me messing with the E major chord. All right. Now, to play around with this just a little bit, to get you ended up playing that sus movement, you know. You have the 6. I kind of gave it away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6. Right. Okay. Now that's not in the E scale though, because it's in the E scale as your 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you have the 7. Y'all catch what I'm doing? And the E is on the bottom, which is your 1. So you have your 1, your 6, and your 7 in the scale E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So then you end up playing what we call the 3. Not the 3. You're 3. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're the 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 3. That's where you get the E major 7 with the 13 because of the 6. Your 6 is 13. All right, so that's what he's doing right there. The sus2 on the 1. I'm like, oh, because it will sound funny going 1. C sharp minor, F sharp minor to the what? 3. That sounds funny, you know. What? E, F sharp minor to the. It sounds funny. Major, minor, minor, right? It sounds funny, so you have to substitute that chord for sus2 instead of the E. So I said E, right? But you could have substituted with the E sus2. But again, it's gonna sound funny. See, it sounds funny, right? So it won't work. So I'm like, okay. That means if I go up to the 2, I'm just gonna go to a D sus2. Half step up. Half step up. Watch this. To pull that off. Yeah, so he's just transposing. Da, da. Now this is gonna make you play an E major 7, 13, which is a 6, right? And you play your sus2, you're going half step up, which is the D sus2. I told you you're gonna be doing some transposing. A lot of people don't want to talk about transposing, which is the D major chord. Just voiced placed differently. Yeah, it's a D it's a D major chord, but add 2. Oh, and you just repositioning the notes and putting it in a different spot. Same scenario with this E situation. You just putting your E chord kind of in a different situation because I have the E on the bottom, sort of in space. Well, because of the scale, I'm putting the 6 and the 7 here, and then of course you know you have your 3. 1, 2, 3, causing you to play a sus2. Well, because he's voicing it down here. Now we have stepping that same chord up, we just transposing. It's transposing, transposing, transposing. But see, that's technically supposed to go here, right? But it sounds funny. So you have to use the F sharp to pull that off. Making you playing a D major chord, add 2. A D major chord. Remember I said the D major chord? Right? Add 2. You may substitute, or no, I'm saying omit one note along the way because you playing this particular voicing. But the A is there. So we have the 1, the 3, right? And then you're looking for your 5 note in the D scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the A. So that's a 5 note in A. Right? And then we have the 1 note in D. And normally we have the F sharp here, but it's in the bottom in the left hand. So it's a D major chord, add the 2, but it turns out to be a sus2 chord. So you're going da da. Now when he gets to the 3rd chord, he's gonna whole step it. 3. So now he takes that D sus chord, sus2, and he's gonna transpose to E sus2. I knew that was gonna come up. Not E major. So you sussed it. So I'm like, oh! You might hear twanging it. Twanging it. Twanging it. Twanging it. My wife called it twitting, right? Okay, cool. And all these are simple chords. It's chords that we already know. That's why I said if you practice them. Now, if you're new at this, you don't know them. But you just have to practice them in all 12 keys. C sus2, D sus2, E sus2, F sus2, right? G flat sus2 or F sharp sus2, transposing. G sus2, A flat sus2 or G sharp sus2, A sus2, B sus2 flat, and B sus2. And then you back to the C sus2 again. And then I go back to this bottom note again, the so chord again, and then I'm gonna do inversion. You could do it down here as well, because that's what ended up happening. Oh, That's what ended up happening as he was transposing the chords. But if I did individually, sus2, so my ears, I'm sorry, C sus2, D flat or C sharp sus2, D sus2, E flat sus2, or D sharp sus2, depending on the key you're in. E sus2, F sus2, F sharp, G flat sus2, G sus2, A flat, or G sharp sus2, depending on the key you're in. A sus2, B flat sus2, or A sharp sus2, depending on the key you're in. B sus2 or C flat sus2, depending on the key you're in. And I right back to where I was at. Same scenario. That's why they say you never know where the keyboard player by voices chords at, and then you start learning doing them inversions. And now you move to one note. I call it this the 2-5-1 chord. 1, 3, and 5, because of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your chords is built off your major chord, as I said earlier. Major chord, flat the third, minor move, back to the major chord again. Whole step back the third to the 2, and you have a sus2. So I'm gonna let you have a sus2, go back to my major chord. 1, 3, and 5. Flat the third, minor chord, C minor chord. Whole step back the third, and you go to the 2, it's a C sus2. Go back up to my major move, and if I want to go sus4, half step over to the right, I have a C sus4. So I have major, minor, sus2, major, sus4, right to the minor, to the sus2. You can create a chord from the chord progression messing with that too. Da, 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 you know what I'm saying? Sus2, minor, major, to sus4. Song out of that, if you will. Okay, so now you have your major move. The left hand try to get away again. Minor move. Sus2 move. Back to the major move again. Back to the sus4 move. 4, you move. 4 over. Back to the major move. Now let's go augmented sharp to 5. Bonus point at the 7. I told you earlier it's gonna come up. Alright? Take the flat to 7. Now you have basically an augmented chord with the 7 there. Actually, yeah, with the 7. They call this a C7 sharp 5. We already know what the flat 5 is. That's the 5 sharp 5. Now we know that's flat 7. But they call it C7 sharp 5. If I would have worded it, I would have called it a C major sharp 5, major 7. Something like that. Or I would have called it C major 7 sharp 5. That's probably what I would have called it. C major 7. Okay, well, better not call it that because this is C major 7 right here. Let me call that correctly. So this is C major. But if I sharp the 5, then we see major 7 sharp 5. Now, because I'm gonna raise the 7 to the flat, then I'll probably call this a C flat 7 flat 5 or something like that. Anyway, but they calling it a C7 sharp 5. C7 sharp 5. All right. I would give it a different name and say, wait a minute, hold on, we playing a C major, C flat 7, C flat by 7, sharp 5. That was probably what I would have called it that. Right. But anyway, it's a C7 sharp 5. C7 sharp 5. Well, I would have called this a C flat 7 sharp 5. C flat 7, C flat 7 sharp 5. That's what I would have wanted to call it. All right, y'all get the point. Anyway. So when you start playing around with chords, you start coming with some ideas. So now I'm listening to this chord progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that makes me play an E major chord because I'm adding the 2. Yet I'm playing it E sus 2. sus2, right? E sus2, right? Okay. All right. But if I know my scale in E, this is my 2. If I put my 3 back, right, that makes me play an E major chord because I'm putting the A flat. If not, you want to call it a G sharp because there's no flat in E. It would be E major, 1, 3, and 5. That's my 2. Oh, and that's why they use the word substitute the E major chord for a sus2, because you substituting the E major chord for a sus2. Major to sus2, E major to sus2. That's why we call it this, suspended chord. But yeah, you could borrow the chord or substitute, not borrow, substitute. Borrowing is if I say I want to borrow another chord and borrow another chord and put it on this bass line instead of me playing E major or E sus2. I might want to borrow a chord like A. And why did the A work? I didn't know it was going to work, but it worked. An A major chord. Well, because the A major chord shares some of the same notes as E major scale. Oh, that's why it worked. A major, yes, because A major shares some of the same notes in the scale of E and A scale. They share some of the same notes, except for one of the notes in the scale it doesn't share. Let's find out which one. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, and D sharp. Well, what does A not share or has in it? So we have A, we had an E, which was the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Second note is E, B. Okay. So does E have a B in it? That's correct. It's the 2 in A, but now it's what number in E? 5. Okay, let's find out. All right, in the C sharp, which is the 3 in A, does it share it in C sharp, E? Yes, let's find out which number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 6. Okay, and there's that off note, D. That's the off note, D. Now, does E have a D in it? No. Let's find out. No, it doesn't. So D is the only outcast note in that in this whole situation that doesn't share the same note. Okay, let's go to the 5 E. Yep, which was the 1. Now it's the 5 in A. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in A. Oh, 6 F sharp. Does F sharp share the same note as E? Yes. This is the 6 in A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But in E is what number? The 2. The 2. Oh, yes. All right, the 2. All right, and then we have in A, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7, which is G sharp. Does G sharp have the same note as E? Yes. What number does it fall on? 1, 2, 3, the 3. So D was the outcast in A. Right, I said outcast in A because it didn't share the same note as E. It was just that one note. Oh, now y'all see what I'm playing? All right, so anyway, that's why you can share some of the same chords from one key to another. Anyway, so okay, so now we're on this E major chord at D major chord at 2. Even though it is a sus2, an E sus2 movement. What did he do, y'all? Remember that E sus2? He played the secret sauce, which is the 1 at the top. We call this an F sharp 7 sus4. I played this probably 100 times already. Transposing. Who's stuck again? Who's stuck? What's that dumb app again? Come on. Come on. Be nice. Come on, be nice to me. Oh, there we go. All right. So, yes, I played these chords 1,000 times. Transposing. And once you learn the concept behind this, this becomes a little easier to know, oh, I know what he voiced it. So he's playing the F sharp 7 sus 4, and with a few notes. Alright. Now I just added the C sharp to it, making us play a C sharp minor 7. Remember the scale as I said earlier? Right, so it's a C minor chord. So you know your C sharp minor chord. C sharp minor chord. And then, you know, you can alter some notes along the way and kind of, you know, play around with it. Or take some notes off. I said, oh. Yeah, so basically you just taking the E sus2, playing the secret sharp, putting the 1 to the top, but placing the voicing up here. Okay, placing the voicing up top. I love you. Minor 7 sharp with 11. So now I'm like, oh, I love you. I love you. Now you hear that C sharp. Now you know what that is. C sharp minor. Learn your inversions. I'm like, oh. C sharp minor 9. C sharp minor 7 with the 4, which is the 11, or 9, however you want to voice that, right? You know what I'm saying? C sharp minor 9, I love you. C sharp minor chord again with the 6. Remember, you know your scale. C sharp minor 6. I love you, I love you. So, you know. Now the movement is, I think he's going 5, 6, 5, 1, 3. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4. 4 up plus 4. Right. So that's the number system there. To the 4. Da 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 da. Look, now you're gonna do this little move, man. Da, 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 da. Now immediately we're looking at tritones coming from this move. That's that tritone. But use 2 hands to pull this off. Yes, we have the G tritone. Da, 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 da. What's the number system? And is he's just doing this little chromatic move. Doing the sharp 4 to the 4 to the 3 to the 2 plus 2. Okay. So that's what we're doing there. 4 plus 4, 4, right? To the 3 plus 2, and back to the plus 4. Okay, now the right hand gonna pull up on you, right? Let me see. Wait. Oh, you hear it. So yeah, so he's doing this. All right, 4 plus 4. All right, 4, 3 plus 2, back plus 4. Back down to plus 2. Then that's when you come with the 6, which is your tritone. Alright, that's the move. Alright, what's that move? The slow motion is plus 4 to the 4, 3, plus 2, back to the plus 4, back to the 3. As soon as you hit that 3, that plus 2, you want to come with that 6 right away, which is a G tritone. I hear people doing it. That's not what he's doing. Come on, stop it. Yeah, da 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 ba da da ba. Ba da da ba da da. Okay, what's the next move? Okay, that was quick. Yes, technically by right for you hear the tritone going right. F sharp tritone, G tritone, tritone, down to the F sharp tritone. By rightfully speaking. However, he's doing the moves like the chording it. Chord it. Not this. That ain't what he doing. That's not what he doing. Yeah. So he's going to an A minor chord. Remember I said this earlier. Major, minor, minor, major. I told you this chorus was coming. Major, minor. What? Diminished. I told you they were coming. Practice this on another key. Major, minor. You heard that already. I literally just played this. Of course, do your inversions, y'all. Minor. You're gonna hear these chords. Of course, do your inversions, right? Major. This is the B scale chords. Right, F sharp minor. I told you. Oh, hold on. F sharp major. My bad. Hold on. B major. Minor. Minor. Major. Major. F sharp major. Right. Do your inversions. Right. Your minor move. G sharp minor. And that A sharp diminished. I'm saying sharp now. And guess what? Back to it again. You see, I'll make my left hand do it. That's why my left hand. It went to that B, C sharp minor. Ba-da-da. What? And then you got the sus2. The sus2. Right. The sus2. See how that left hand doing it? Secret sauce. Let's see. What? Minor move. I'll make my left hand doing it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Technically, yes. But he's doing it to major the chord. This is F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Y'all heard me playing this earlier. All right, now you heard me doing the major move, but now this is with the minor moves though. And once again, you can grab the tritone or create the tritone from this as well. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I'm saying? So you can be creative with the move. But anyway, he's playing this minor move, which is a piece of the C diminished, which is related to F minor, A minor. Yes, it's related to it. A minor. It's related to the diminished move, C diminished group. E flat diminished group. Right? G flat, F sharp, whatever you. A. It's related to it. So that's why F sharp minor 7 flat 5. F sharp. It's also, you can twang that with the also the A minor. You can do that with the F sharp minor chord. F sharp minor, right? And all I did was what? Flat the what? The 5. Bring you to the what? That's right. If you know your scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. F sharp minor chord. Flat the 5. Flat the 5. Right? And that's my, this is also, this is a flat 5. Actually, well, actually, I'm sorry. We have the 7, right? Remember the 7. That's the 7. Flat the 7. So all I did was flat the 7. And then also I flat the 5. Flat the 5 in the scale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Flat the 5. Basically, so you just end up playing with I call it A minor chord mixed with the F sharp minor chord, right? Basically, but it also is blending in with the C minor chord. I mean, the C diminished chord. I'm sorry. What? Yeah. All right. So that's the F sharp minor 7 flat 5. F sharp minor 7 flat the 5. Well, remember I told you we flat the 5 because it's F sharp minor. But it's also blended with the A minor. They both share, okay, y'all already know it now. They share some of the same notes except for one note in the scale. What? Da, 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 da. F sharp minor, 7 flat 5. Is it okay, so now you're doing transposing. Either you can go back to E major chord, or I can minor that chord to a C sharp minor. And C sharp minor is mixed with E. So I can go any one of those voices. See? C sharp minor. C sharp minor, root position, first version, second version. Or I can go E major. Because they both share the same chords, the same notes. What? I love you. I can use the same idea, but a minor move, transpose. Whichever one floats the boat. I love you. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and use the minor move versus the E major move, right? So yeah, I love you forever. So basically you want A minor with F sharp minor mixed together, which is really, like I said, combination of chords, or we can use the word mixed match chords. C diminished over A minor, or you can say E sharp, E flat diminished, or D sharp diminished 7 over A minor, however you want to voice it. You can say F sharp diminished, F sharp diminished. But because we flatten the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember the diminished. F sharp diminished 7, right? F sharp diminished 7, right? Well, you know, I've already flattened the, so that's why I said F sharp diminished 7. But like I said, it's in the C diminished group. Oh, see, it's in the diminished group. Oh, okay. And I just flat the 5. Alright, so you guys get the point. And we know A minor moves, so it shares different shares all these chords. Shares all these chords. Anyway, so C sharp minor move. 4. Then we go to D sharp minor. All its basic chords. For forever. That's all he's doing. Basic move. All day. All these are basic chords. B major to C sharp minor. All these are basic chords. sus2 technically. sus2 technically, right? But this is a major move. Major move, major move, major move. But it's also using the sus2. But because in the bottom is causing me to play the major chord in the secret song. C sharp minor 6, F sharp minor 7 flat 5, C sharp minor, right? Forever. D sharp minor, that's what he's doing. Right? But you hear the tritone, yup, man, Lord have mercy, this is crazy. My wife must be working late today. So yeah, I hear him just doing this silent movement. It's just messing with the tritone, and I'm just hitting this D, pass that back to C sharp. Now, if you look at this chord here, we heard these chords move. Y'all know these gonna come up sooner or later. Y'all heard this? It's just using 2 hands. Right now, he's just silencing what I consider the top note, which is the secret sauce. Da -da, da -da, da -da. Now, if I go ahead and put the secret sauce there, y'all already know that it's a what? G sus2, doing inversions, or if you want to call it inversion, it's just A7 sus4, or the G7 sus4. Just transpose it. Just transpose it. Now I'm just adding the left hand to it. Okay, but anyway. The secret sauce, I call it an ace. And transpose it back. Whoop, whoop, on brain. Alright. G sharp, A flat, 7 sus4. Well, we're in the key of E, so I gotta call it for what it is. G sharp, 7 sus4. And remember, just create a tritone. Create a tritone from any chord, literally. Yeah, you can create the tritone from just any chord. Same scenario. Okay. So now with the extra note on the bottom in the left hand, or I break them up with two hands, it still allows me to play a D sharp, major 7 flat 5, what I told y'all earlier. Transpose it back to D7 sus4. I'm sorry, D major 7 flat 5. I'm sorry, y'all. D sharp, it could be technically E flat, right? Right, but in this case we're in E, so I have to call it for what it is. D sharp 7, major 7 flat 5. Half step back and basically, but he's signing the top note, the da da, da 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 da. All right, me, I'm just gonna hit you with the. So. But I hit you with two. Okay. All right. So then he's gonna hit you with the A major. I told you it was coming. Right. So I told you it was coming. Now the way he's walking that back up. Let me see. He's starting from the 6. Right. So he's going from the 6. Right. When E 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's walking back up with the 6. Call it the walk up. Okay. Da-da. Yeah, so he walking it up 6, 7, 1. So that's movement 6, 7, and he's repeating the chords that's supposed to be where they're supposed to be at, technically, right? Supposedly. But remember, you can take chords and move it from another movement, which would be B, was where we headed back to B. But he's moving forward. 6, 7, 1. So 6, 7, 1. You see? 6, 7, 1. You see? I'm sorry, my bad. He's going from the 6, 5. I'm sorry, my bad. Right, so 6, 5, 6, 7, 1. My bad. So 1, 7. He's repeating the chord. He sort of played it in the beginning, except we're doing the major move versus the minor move. See what I'm saying? So you're going 5 on the 1, a 5, B, and then they're gonna take you to the 6 on A this time, and not C sharp minor. Oh, see what I'm saying? Right, so then we get to the 3. We're playing a B major on the 3. Then we go into a minor chord on the 1. So you're going 6, 5, 6, 7, 1. It's kind of dope how you're doing it. Basic A major, B major, back to A major, B major. So A major at 2, B major, double up, sort of, right? Back to an A major at 2, opposite, right? B major at 2, just kind of voicing it a different. Remember, you gotta know your root position, first inversion, second inversion. Oh. Now you're gonna hit you with the E major, double up, E major with a G sharp minor chord. I was about to say A flat at first. Root opposite inversion first. That's why you gotta learn your inversion. And using that over the E major chord. E major. Or you can use it over the E sus2. But we say E major add 2. Oh, E major add 2. No matter what I do with my right hand, it's gonna be an E major add 2 no matter what, y'all. E major add 2, which is the 9. Oh, remember, you know, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you already know what your 4 is going to be, the 11, right? You already know what your 2 is going to be, the 9. And then we know what our 6th chord note is going to be, which is the 13th. So I'm like, oh. So he's playing an E major 9. E major 9. We already know what the 9 is, the 2. E major. You know how you play E major double up, right? But what changes the voicing is when I go and I'm playing a minor chord. What? A flat minor chord. I mean, G sharp minor chord. And with an inversion. First inversion. Oh, so that's what we call those mix and matching chords. You just basically either doubling up on chords, or either you're gonna mix match chords along the way. And that's what we're doing, mix and match the chords with the minor chord over major. All right, so that's where we're at right there. 6, 5, 6, 7, 1. So how many chords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chords going up, and he's doing a walk up. D. Which one of the mouse? Mouse. Now he's going out of the key scale of E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6. So now you're doing plus 6. D major. Add 2. What? Yeah, D major add 2. 6, 5, 6, 7, 1, 5. I'm sorry, did I say 5, y'all? Plus 6. 6 plus 6, y'all. Oh, wow. That's the walk up. So 6, 5, 6, right? 7, 1, 5. I mean, 6 up. I keep saying 5. 6 up. And then we go into the 1. What? That's crazy, right? Yeah, A major on a 6, B major on the 5, back to the 6th chord, A major, B major 7. What I said this chord was E flat major 9 chord on the 1, and then plus 6 is D major, add 2, and then the 1 E major. That's the key we in, E. E, the 1. Boy, I am not a keyboard player, but I'm telling you, if I was a keyboard player, I'll master this. Like, I'll try to master it a little bit. Just yeah, right back to the 4 chord. Remember the chord you played earlier. So yeah. Right, F sharp minor 9 with the 11. Right. Probably did something like that. Something like that. I'm not trying to be petty with it. Well, right, that's the 4. The 4. And then you go take it to 4.5. Back to that same chord, which will be an A sharp minor 7 flat 5. I love you. Took you right back to it, you know. Whoop. Right back to it, the C sharp minor 6, right? That's 4.5. Now it hit another chord by accident, but you know, whatever the chord I told you I was, that was an accident. C sharp minor 6. Here we go again. Da, 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 da. This time we're going to diminish. I keep hearing people playing this wrong again, but I'm like, okay, whatever, it's clever, right? Whatever your ears interpret. But yeah, he went back to that chromatic move, that 5, let me see, that +4 to the 4, back to the 3, to the +2, which is correct, and then gonna wrap you around to this G sharp or G diminished 7. G diminished 7. So basically, just went and hit you with the +4, 4, 3, +2, and then it's gonna wrap this up into that diminished move back to your sharp 4 or +4, your 6, and your 1. That's what he's heading to. Yes, G diminished 7. And then he's gonna pop you to the F sharp diminished 7. He's just transposing, technically, but breaking it up with 2 hands. 2 hands. And I think some people are not quite catching that, but they were kind of doing it whatever way. Yes. So yes, he's doing the G sharp diminished move to the F sharp diminished move, half step back. But you know what I'm saying? You know the chromatic move. Yeah, he catch you with that move. And he's wrapping it around into a G sharp, a G diminished 7 to F sharp diminished 7. All right, then. Okay, what are you doing right there? So use the outer notes of the E major chord, or you can say C sharp minor. Virgin versus second version. I told you they both share some of the same notes. It's just one note that they don't share. Oh. And using an E major chord. It's an E major add 2, y'all. So it's an E major chord add 2. E major chord, and I'm just spreading the note out. Remember, this is still E major chord. So sitting here playing the chord like this, it's gonna sound funny. Maybe not. But that's not what he's voicing. He's voicing the outer notes of the major chord. I love it. You hear that? Yeah, he's voicing the outer notes of the E major chord. Yeah, outer note of the E major chord. I love you. Okay. Now you're gonna go up. Forever. Alright, all you did was transpose that major chord, transpose up to F sharp. The same thing he did with the right hand chord, the E major chord. Alright. The same scenario with there. Actually, yeah, the E flat minor move. Right, it's the same scenario. Right now, this could be an F major chord. However, not because you hear the E flat on the top, so it has to be E flat minor or D sharp minor chord. Right, which causes you to play an F sharp 6/9 chord. The reason why it's a 6/9 chord because it's not a major move. That's major move add 2 because he's playing this outer note makes you play a minor chord, the minor chord. Right, but because underneath my left hand I'm playing the F sharp major chord add 2. Right, that's why I changed the voicing to an F sharp 6/9 chord. All right, so let's see. Boy, boy, y'all got me doing this breakdown. I wasn't planning on doing this, but listen, it was about that other song, right? And taking that same song and you can transpose that to any key that you desire to want to, because you learn that you're on the sixth. And I can go to the key of E, which is half step up, which is a no-brainer, duh, and play the same chord, which I've already played it here. Oh, all right. And what's my fourth chord? That's right, A. There's nobody like you, no E. See what I'm saying? There's nobody like you to the 5 and B. I could be able to play that same song. Or mess around. Let's see, a sauce chord. Right, secret sauce chord on a 1. Then we play the secret sauce on the 5 of my desire. B69 chord. Yeah, B69 chord. What? Alright, so now you see I can change this from 5. 5, 1. Alright, lucky I'm not a keyboard player, but so this song here, da 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 ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Second time around. Alright, so that's where we're at right there. And then you're gonna go da da. Try to the one da da. And I hear the last note he hits, which makes me think of a sus4. I told you these chords came up, like they came up. Right? All right, so this is a D major 7 flat 5. I told you it was coming up. So, see. So you use the D tritone, D sharp tritone to come down to the D tritone and hit you with the. Now this is technically can go either way. You can go major move. You go to the major move, which is like I said earlier. You can do that major move, the D major 7, flat 5, sharp 11, flat 5, sharp 11, right? D major chord. I told you earlier you can mess around with this. I said it earlier. Okay? You know you can raise up. You can play a major chord, you can play the augmented. You can play the augmented chord. Alright, mess around with it. You mess around with this, you can go major, augmented. You can go sus4. sus2, the secret sauce, and you transpose that secret sauce. This sound you but all that stuff, you know. Stuff, and it's like, man, this is many, right? So yeah, so you hear the idea. Let me see what this cat doing here. People be trying to steal from your mailbox. Taking a picture of a car. All right, so let me see, what was I at? So ba-da-da-da, so you did that little, now you can omit the, you know, you had the 4 in D flat, C sharp scale. 4, 5. So So you can omit the 5 and play the 1 and the 4 and the 1. And hit you with that D tritone. Or twang it. Twang it into the 5. I'm not sure if you twang that or not. Either way, it still sounds cool. But whether you twanged it or just hit it, either way, you can go either way. You can play the 1, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 4, 5, 1. Or you can play the 1, 4, and 1. Or you can play the 1, 5, 1. See? Either way, or you can twang that into the 4 into the 5. So you see what I'm saying? So what might have or twang it. Or just hit. Or all together, which is 1, 4, 5, 1. Or you can play 1, 4, and 4. Or you can play 1, 5, 1. Whichever, or you can twang that. Like, make sure that dude ain't going to my mailbox. You know, because I'm about to go out there and go mania. So, yeah, all right. Okay, then he came out. So you go, go da 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 da. Tritone with da da. Now, remember earlier I said if you learn, I've been learning this move, major, minor, all on the 1, all major, minor, major, minor, augmented, add 7 diminished. The dominant chord, major 7, my left hand trying to get away again. sus2, the secret sauce. sus4, the secret sauce. And then this tritone. Okay, that's what I was about to address earlier on. So you can dress your tritones going chromatically, up, regularly, back, or you can address it bottom, bottom. There's a reason why I'm doing it is because you may hear musicians doing that bottoms or da-dum, 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 da-dum. Or you may hear them doing it in reverse. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. In this case, that's what he's doing. When he came off and did the move, you know. Bottom. He came back and did bottom. So that was going backwards with bottom, cha-dum, bottom in reverse. Oh, okay, wait a minute. That's the other one. Hold on, let me back up. Okay. Yeah, da da da. Right, set. Bottom. Repeat that again. Now you gonna repeat it one more time. Now he doubles up because he rolled back. Right, he's gonna double up this time. Right, he's gonna double it up this time, you know, when he finished the second time, right? Or the third time, right, actually. Right, you know, see what I'm saying? This time he's gonna double up the diminished one. Alright, so he doubled it up that time. Walk up. Okay, so now he's gonna change up. So after he did that, repeat that again. Forever, bottom. Then hit you this again. Now he's gonna switch up on you right here. Come again. he played the sus4 and playing around with it. So when he came back up, remember all this stuff he did earlier. Here you go. You probably hear him doing this little. And as soon as he got to the B, then he hit you with the. This is E69. It's kind of silent then, but it's a sus4. And that's when he say, well, here we come again. He's gonna take that same chord and then he's gonna voice it in the left hand. We give to A. You put it in the left hand. So this is F sharp add 2. We get D sharp minor 7 with 11. Back to that chord we played earlier. We give glory to God. A major add 2. So we give glory to God. Now that's when we're gonna do the tritone going up. But I give. Y'all remember that? That's a repeat. I said, glory to God. So repeat that, okay? And ba-da. Okay, so he glory to God. Remember the tritone went that way? Now the tritone is gonna go up. Remember I said ba-da. You might hear it descend. Okay, so in this case, now he did the us singing. That's gonna take me to the minor move. That chord he played earlier on the +4. Actually, yeah, +4. Same chord. Remember, there's a tritone. It's also the same chord we use in preacher chord. Can I get away with this on the 4? In C sharp and D flat. Can I get away? It's on the 4. 4. Oh. Yes, it happens to be the same chord on the 4. We might use it as a tritone. Or remember, you can take the tritone and create it as a chord. And double up on the 4. Anyway, so yes, it shares the same movement or some notes or whatever that you can use in the C sharp minor chord as well as the I'm sorry, I meant to say tritone. The tritone move. Of course, you know you can do it in the diminished move too, but yeah. So, but the C sharp minor chord, you put the tritone in the C sharp minor move because it uses the same note. So I was like, oh, so C sharp minor, add 6. I had already played this earlier, but this time you catch me doing it with the tritone. You caught me earlier. You caught me doing it this way. This time you catch me with the tritone. Oh, same thing I did earlier. Now you just catch me with the tritone because that was because of the voicing that he used. I said, oh, okay. So yeah, we give glory to God. But yeah, so C sharp minor. All right, C sharp minor 6. Chord I played earlier, but this time I dropped you with the tritone. Actually, I can still hit you with the same notes that I played earlier. But this time it sounded cool with the tritone because that's what we was heading to the tritone. Glory to God. Same notes. Same note. So yeah, this is A major add 2. I'm sorry, A major add 2 technically. F sharp major add 2. I'm sorry. As soon as I hit this note here, it changes the movement because you're playing a D sharp minor chord. Y'all remember D sharp minor, right? Right. That's why. We get glory to God. A major add 2. Same move. E add 2. But this time we're going to do the move. Actually, I could double up the chord. But like I said, it's tritone. Right, right, cool. We got that much. Da 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 da. Oh, major E, B major. Duh. Remember, we did this earlier. So it's sort of kind of playing the same chord, but we're just gonna go first inverted. B major. Right. So now let me see my left hand. Yeah, B major. Double up. B major, and I'm adding a 6 to it. If you know your scale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6. It's probably my right hand. With the 6. Right? Because my hands is just. Yeah, because my hands just gotta fall. Not that I have to play the 6. I can just go ahead and play the B major. Double up. Just coming from the first inversion in root position and first inversion from that angle. Remember, he's just repeating what he did here. Right? Right. So anyway, so now I may not be playing all these chords to the exact how he's doing the song, but at least I'm somewhere around the ballpark. Anyway, so so I'm playing B major. I'm not gonna add the 6. So what? I think that's what. Yeah. Then he gonna hit you with the E major chord. Repeat that same thing. But now we're gonna go kind of somewhere else. Now I'm kind of do a little something different here. That's the first round of it. That's on the E major chord. And then he's just doing a melody line. That's that minor move. Or the scale, whatever. I don't know if you want to call it a minor scale move. All you're doing is just really the if I'm looking at this from another angle, C sharp angle, but let's say we're looking at this in E, we're just doing the 6 to the 7 to the 1 to the 3. That's all you're doing there. And then we're going to the 2. So basically you just play the 6 and E, 6, 7, 1, 3, 2. That's the little move. All right, y'all ain't gonna starve me out. Not today. I'm getting hungry now. And that's on over the E. And then the next move is gonna be over the A. Then he's just coming back in reverse and hitting you with the 1, 7, 6, and that is over the A. Now I might color the A with the B with the 2. With the 5. So I might color it with the 5. E major add 2. It's still E major add 2, y'all. Right? Is that right? Yeah. A major add 2. What did I say? E major add 2? A major add 2. My bad. And then he's just coming back with the still in my mindset E in the key of E, and he's just gonna hit you back with the 1, 6, 7, 1, 6, 7, 1, 6, 7, right? 1, 6, 7. Even though I know we're in E, y'all. I told you it's still the same notes, right? Sorry. What are you doing? Here you go. Chord. See what I'm saying? Chord right there. That's when you chord. That's how you're doing that. Okay? Okay, now you're getting real crazy with it now. Then back to. All right, y'all knew this was coming. I told you that C sharp minor, C sharp minor 7 or 6. I'm sorry, C sharp minor 6. Y'all knew this was coming. Already knew this was coming because you know the minor move. Inversion, right? Y'all knew this was coming. Right? So when he did rotate back to on the A, then roll back up to the, or I could voice it more. I hear that coming up, 6/9, E6/9 with the 11. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go this first. And then I'm gonna add this. That's where I'm gonna come in. Alright, first, and then when I get ready to hit the next chord, that's the secret sauce chord, as I keep telling y'all. Then I'll hit you with the F C sharp right there, and that makes you play a 6/9 chord, E6/9, E6/9 with the 11. So that's what I'm thinking. Now I'm gonna hit the next move. Or my thumb might go ahead and hit both of these notes. What's still gonna cause me to play the minor move still. To make me sound fat. Or this one like that. I might end up doing it. Let me see. Yeah, I'd rather do that. And then when I get to the next move, yeah, so I'm gonna keep it small. Small. Then hit the next move. That's neck. Alright, so C sharp minor 6. Alright, E6/9 with 11, sharp 11. Alright, my pedal's trying to get away from me again. I'm gonna have to get this thing and put it down. I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but haven't gotten around to it. Alright, y'all see this chord? It's a sus2, sus4, sus2. I told y'all all day. And you know, you can create that with the tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If that don't fit, you start the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you keep messing with it until you get that right one. So I'm gonna start with the move. The next move. Let me do that again. Nope. Right. C sharp minor 6. Then E, what did I say earlier this was? Boy, hold on. Okay, E6/9 with 11, sharp 11, A sharp minor 7 flat 5, and I told you these chords, I played them earlier. It's just that, you know, you're spreading out the moves. All right, flat 5 with 11. Woo, y'all, this is crazy. All right, so let me listen to what J.B. Jackson did actually. Okay. That's what I thought. Alright, so I'm pretty close to it. So C sharp, minor 6, E6/9, sharp 11, A sharp minor 7 flat 5 with the 11. Okay, where we going now? I don't have perfect pitch, but I know he's playing a tritone over an E major chord of some sort, right? And you spread that E major chord if you know you're inverted. And it would have been when I say would have been, I believe it still will be, I guess. It would definitely be an F sharp minor 11. Yeah, F sharp. Hey, get off of there. F sharp minor 11, flat 5. Remember, So what's my flat 5? Yes, that's my flat 5. F sharp, flat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and it's basically just really playing an E major chord, y'all. You also playing a C major chord. You also playing an augmented chord, C augmented. And remember I told you this was going to come up and you add the 7th. And you add the F sharp on the bottom. I told you they was going to come up. Now it's about how you spread them out a little bit to give you another type of flavor. You know, I can put the C on the bottom and still get the same thing. But because I got the C on the bottom, I'm playing the same chord. No matter what I'm doing, I'm playing the same chord per se, right? But because the C went to the bottom, makes me play a C what? C tritone. Alright, makes me play a C major. I told you sharp 5 and add that 7th there. So you're playing C major 7, sharp 5. No matter what other notes I'm messing with, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, my bottom note is going to dictate what I'm doing. C tritone. And now I have the major move, C major flat 5. What did I flat the 5? Yeah, come on now. I know y'all know, right? Now, because I'm looking at it from another angle, it's E major. Knowing that E major, C major, sharp 5 makes me play the augmented chord. So I'm still making a major move. But I'm going to sharp my 5. I just told you what about the 5, right? And that's my 7 here. No matter what, if I put the 7 here or double up, I'm still playing a C major 7. What's my 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and my C major sharp 5. Y'all get it. I think somebody caught on to it. Now, if I don't want to double up the 7, I'll just not double it up. Now I can move my chords over because my left hand can slide over, and that makes me play an F sharp minor 11, still playing the same exact chords. It just the C is not longer on the bottom because now we're talking about F sharp. That makes me play the minor chord, F sharp minor, which means now what do I do with my 5? That's right, flat. Right? And now that's my 7. And alright, this is my 7. What am I doing with my 7? Flat in the 7. So that's why it's F sharp minor 7. Flat the 5. No matter what I do with the rest of the note, it ain't gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. Okay, well, it will matter because I have to hit you with the 2, which is the 9, and then also the 4, which is the 11, in the scale. Woo! There it is. All right. So yes, then I would have to hit you with the 2. And what's my 2 in F sharp? It's already here. Oh, y'all follow what I'm saying? All right, and then where's my we addressed the 7, already addressed my 7, right? And then we addressed the 2, which is the 9, and now the 11, which is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 is at the top. Or I could have put the 4 here, and still would have sound nice. Make it sound like you're coloring it, but yeah, it's still an F sharp minor 7 flat 5 with the 9 and the 11. Woo! Till I do something crazy like that with the D on the bottom. Okay, I could have put the D here. That changed my chord name because of the D. D. Now that put me right back to the C. Remember the C? Yeah, that put me right back to the C. Now that makes me play a C major 13 flat 5 sharp 11. That don't take a no-brainer to see that. Because then when you look at C, that's my 1, my 2, my 3. That's my 5. We already know what the sharp 5 is, right? So where's the sharp, let me see, that's the sharp 5 up there. That's regular 5, sharp 5. Where did we flat my 5? It's in the left hand. Because this is the 5. Alright, y'all get the point. Woo! It doesn't matter if I drop the C there because I have it here. Oh man, this is crazy. Alright, so but here in that last chord, I know it was a tritone. Okay? Alright, tritone. And I know it was an E major chord. So that makes me play an F minor 11 flat 5. F sharp minor chord, right? Right? Because the minor move. And it's the notes is in my right hand too. So an F sharp minor 11, which we know is the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the 4, which is the 11. And we already know what a flat 5 is already, right? Flat 5. F sharp minor 11 flat 5. Now, I can see my fingers wanting to move stuff over. Get out the way. Let me get some of this. Now, I might omit this one and hit you with the F. Let's see how that flies. But first of all, let's move my E major chord in Virgins. So it's still the same thing. F sharp minor 11 flat 5. Same thing, right? Alright, so I still have a F sharp minor 11 flat 5. But my ears might be playing with me because I might hear this as a B sus4 instead of an E major. What? Did that change anything that much? Oh yeah, it did actually. So F sharp minor 11 flat 5, and because I went ahead and took that 5 here and flatted, now I have a C major 7 flat 5 because of C. C major 7, that's my 7. And you already know what a flat 5 is. I just did it there. So I now have a C major 7 flat 5 with the F sharp on the bottom. Or so, of course, the F sharp is up here too, which was the what? The flat 5. And actually, in actuality, I didn't really have to put the flat 5 there because it was already there in the left hand. It was already there. And then, of course, you know, I'll go back to my sharp 5. Now, if I do some more imagination here, I think I can take this E out and go F with it. Ooh. Oh, y'all already know what this is going to sound like. And use it over the E major chord. So basically I have the root at the top and the second virgin underneath it. And then a piece of the E major underneath. The piece of the E major chord sort of underneath. Sort of, right? So I think this is the voicing he's probably playing this one. Now Cordy doesn't know what to call it. Once again, same scenario. My fingers are already there. I can flat the 5 in well, if I'm looking at C, but if I'm looking at the E major chord, I can flat the 3. However, either way, it's called borrowing chords, if you will. I want to use the word substitute, but borrowing chords, and I can go from the E major to the B sus4, or both of them at the same time. Now, that depends on the bass line. A flat, or D. Now that depends on the voicing. right, that depends on what bass line is transpiring too as well. But I don't know what chord that might bass line might be. I think he's doing the D. It could be A flat too. I don't know. Who knows? So here we got the. I got this move here. Got this move here, and then this move here. Now I'm gonna be convinced to use the F with the tritone. I give it flayed. So that's the move I'm gonna probably go with. And maybe go with the D. Okay, I'm getting hungrier and hungrier now. And then he go. And now he gonna take you to the preaching chord. This also it could be a preaching chord too. This is gonna be a preaching chord. Alright, so with that bass line, you have an F sharp, sus 13. It just really you're playing an E major 7 in the left hand, and the right hand you playing a B major chord from starting from the second inversion to root. And my thumb might want to get fancy with it and hit some notes in between. But without the bass line, this is a E major 9, y'all. E major 9. E major 9, which is your 2. But because of the other note that you might hit along the way, creating a major 9 with the 13. Now I went to a 13th, which is your 6. Now because of the bass line, makes you play an F sharp, sus, 13. Gotta get awareness, right? So anyway, woo, y'all know that's fat. I know that's fat too. Thanks, Dave. Doesn't know what in the world until I minor the move. When I minor it, then the chordy recognizes that voicing, but chordy doesn't recognize it when I drop the G sharp down to G, because that's what he's doing, coloring chords. Like I said, option sharp, you can use the minor move. My ears hear that. So anyway, or the other one. That's an E13 sharp, the 11. That's without even hitting a bass line. What bass line? That could be C, or you can go F sharp. Uh-oh, what happened? Bumped into something here. F sharp, what's that chord I played a minute? F sharp. So that could be a A7, sharp 9, sharp 11, flat 13. That's with the bass line on F sharp, and with the A, chordy has no idea what to call it. I just mess with C. Chordy don't know what to call it. But anyway, so. So I can say, or the other one. Now my ears hear that, and my hands keep going to it. And then you're going for the minor move, right? Going for the F sharp minor move. He does it so fast that you almost don't catch it. It's slick, no. So E major. It's so quickly that he's doing a move so fast you almost don't catch it, you know. So 6th chord. E major. C sharp minor 7. Y'all heard me play this chord earlier, but it's how he's voicing it, right? Or how I think he might have voiced it. Because he's doing it quick. Quick! So, you know, yeah. This song going. You gotta be on something. You gotta be on something. You gotta. Maybe it's the drink I drank earlier. It's got me popping today. Let's see. Alright, and then you go. He's repeating the chords he played earlier, except that he's doing this look. Kind of like the C sharp minor, D sharp minor, down to C sharp minor. And I'm kind of holding that same chord in my left hand. Or I can come off of it. Da-da. Or I can hold that same chord. It depends on how I might interpret that. Yeah, so that all depends on how I want to interpret that. Interpret that. That's the interpretation I get. I know how to mess it. Nope. See, I was in motion. Right. So C sharp minor, D sharp minor, C sharp minor, inversion. And then take you right back to that same chord he played earlier, which is the B major chord. And you know we're going back to that, okay? So you're gonna go back to that now. Then you go back to that move. Forever. And this time I'll probably take you to this time. Forever. Then he bring you into D major. That time. So after you do this crazy move. Right back to this move. Back to this move. Then they're gonna take it here to B major. And then okay, he got a smile on his face for doing that fat chord though. It's nasty though. It was nasty though. Yeah, because you didn't want to go back all the way and do the same move again. That move again. That move again. That move again. And then you repeating this again. We heard that sort of earlier. Then you repeated this again. Repeated that right here. Then it hits you different here. So what is this? This is a B7. No, B7. B7. Okay, yeah, B. Remember B major. My brain be going to sleep. B major 7, flat to 5. Right. So, all right. So let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, flat to 5. Because he's going to do this little, yeah. So basically playing a B major 7 flat 5. Now here you can go ahead and play the E major chord, which makes you play that chord I played somewhat earlier today. What? Literally earlier. Very same chord, F sharp minor 11 flat 5. Now it sounds funny if you try to do E flat to E, E flat to E. That's not what he played. He took the middle note out. Take the middle note out. So he took the middle note out. Took the middle out, and then he did play the middle note on the E. Remember, this is the same chord I played earlier. C major sharp 5 at the 7. The tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I told you it was coming back. All right, so all right, so that's the move there. Then wait a minute, and then he goes. Hold on. Okay, this is tricky. Let me see. Okay, so he's heading back to that chord that we played earlier. Remember we did the preach chord? He's heading back to that. But anyway, so it's tricky here. But listen, y'all, my honey bunny's just arrived home. And I'm sure she brought something to eat because I can see her drinking something. All right. Here that chord is. It's the same chord as the preacher chord is. He just rolled it in without hitting the top note. It's an E major 9 with the 13. So that's what he did there. Then remember that chord I told you earlier, the C sharp minor 6. D major 7 with the 11, sharp 11. And I had already played this chord early, D major 7 flat 5. And then he come out. All right, that's not all of it, but that's just that's what I would say 85% of what I was able to break down today. Because now I'm starting to get hungry. My honey just rolled up, so I'm about to take a time out. Peace and love and cornbread, and I'll catch y'all later on the next round of practicing on the keyboard, trying to be better. Can't be nobody else but myself, right? So I can only interpretate what I can interpretate and practice on what I can practice on. Let me see what computer I'm on over here. All right. So if I don't hang up and stop, I won't stop. But I got to stop because I'm hungry. And she is home. Yay! Peace and love and cornbread. Y'all probably say, do you starve yourself out to wait till she come home? Not really. I was going to stop, but it looks like she pulled up before then. So, perfect. Peace and love and cornbread. Y'all keep on practicing. Stay focused. And I'll be back for that. Don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share. All right. Subscribe. And you can comment if you want. Keep your comments respectful so I don't have to delete you off my page. All right. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm not the best musician on the planet, but if I keep practicing, I can get better in my craft over a period of time. So if you're a new beginner musician and you try to learn how to play, all you got to do is practice your basic stuff. That's what I'm doing. And then putting it together. I thought I logged off this thing here. All right. And yeah. So please, if you don't mind, hit that like button if y'all want to see me do some more contents and stuff. And breaking down some chords. Break it down to my best of my abilities. Then I'll share that back with you. I'll be like Aaron Hills would say, you're going to know what I know. You're going to learn what I learned. And I'm going to charge y'all $199, $299. Wait a minute, $99.99. Nah. But yeah, if y'all want to see me continue to do some more of this content, this does take time. It does take some time and stuff to try to sit here and listen to this stuff and put the time in and break the stuff down. But like I said, please hit that like button and hit that share button. All right, or Y'all know how to do it. Hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe. All right, she should be pulling in right now. All right, she has already pulled in. All right, peace and love and cornbread, y'all. Catch y'all on the next rebound. Where's the stop button? There it is. Woo!